Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. So glad you're with us tonight. We got 3 hours live from Los Angeles, and it's all about jewelry. Whoo, you're going to have a good time tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a great show. We've got really cool pieces. We've got some returning favorites as well. So I hope you can stay with us for the next 3 hours, and we'll have a little pre-weekend party, shall we? This is Thursday. It always takes me back to like my collegiate days when the weekend really started on Thursday night. So at least later in the tenure of collegiate days, not when I was a freshman or sophomore, but junior, senior, yeah, we start to get ready for that weekend. So hope you are ready to kickstart it here tonight. We've got a special show with a really cool Tanzanite. This is going to be a 6-carat 80 that's really wearable. It is actually a beautiful museum reserve. It's one of our ovals, but it's one of our best. And actually, we add a little something extra fancy to go along with it. So I think you're going to like it. And yet it's still classic, okay? Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. Leave the crazy and wild to me. We'll just get you a great Tanzanite value for you coming up. We also have I do have a spine. It's a color change spine. These are really, really rare. And I know we've gotten used to seeing a few here, but they are nowhere else. So it's really exciting to be able to get you one of those tonight. Also, Morganite is here. We got a beautiful Morganite. It's going to be a cushion cut square and really nice way to get a great big gold mounting. So who's scared of gold? Not us. We're really excited to bring you heavy gold and beautiful pieces, yet keep those price tags low for you. So it's all very exciting. And of course, hey, listen, I'll put it out there. If you're looking for the 202, diamonds by the yard, only the most popular, the most requested, the all-time favorite, it is back. So you can let me know if you're looking for that one, and we'll be glad to show it for you if you need to get a special Mother's Day gift, perhaps, for one of those moms out there you love, or maybe you're just that mom. You're just that mom that you want that special piece because you know you deserve it. So we've got that on the way. Some cool wheels. I've got an opal wheel. It's a trio. Actually, we're going to see some really cool crystal opals on the way. Actually, Australian opals. They're going to be really good. And then we also have a whole bunch of museum pieces on markdown. So that's really the key right now. It's all about markdowns. So get ready because there may not be a big banner up here that says sale this, sale that. But let me tell you something. I have got the markdowns for you tonight. So whether you need a big Kunzite, whether you want a huge diamond ring, whether you want to get maybe a mandarin of a lifetime, we got you covered. So it is going to be fast and furious as usual. Got a lot of great pieces. I will take your requests willingly. I would love for you to tell me what you're looking for, and we'll bring it on out for you, show you whatever you want to see. All right, let's get a look at our first designer style. This is actually one of a kind, and it's definitely feeling very, very status, is it not? Item number is 112-7819, and look at that. Kind of that marine link meets a horse bit, meets a little bit of a curb, right? It's a great link design with diamonds as well. 15 points is the diamond weight. One only, yellow gold. We're getting started with something really wearable and versatile. That's what I love most about it. And again, if you have anything you want to see, get me a quick call and we will help you out. But look at this. It's just the most easy wearable. I'm thinking about, I've got a lot of new things in the works for you. I've got some very exciting things coming up in the next few months for you. So I was thinking, you know, just looking at this, I was thinking about rings that are versatile in a different way for those more unique, maybe those fingers we don't already wear a ring on, like the pinky and the thumb. They are I think the forgotten fingers when it comes to rings oftentimes, but it's becoming more and more and more in vogue to really stack those up. So I love this design for that. Thumb, pinky, or anywhere else. You could stack it if you want to, but look at this. It's basically 3 of the bigger links and then all brought together. Each one has a trio of diamonds. This feels like a 3 theme going on, doesn't it? 3 links, 3 diamonds per link, and this one's going to be one big value. And that's a really pretty look. Let me show it to you on because that's always going to help. I think it's not a small ring, and yet it is under $1,000. So that's a good little mention there. And look at that. It just really, it may go side to side across the hand halfway through, but you know what? It really gives that look as if it just keeps on going. And that, I'll tell you, I'm somebody who, I admit, I'm just going to do a little confession here. I love designer things. Not every single designer thing, but a lot of designer things. And I think there is something really timeless about getting status pieces like this. And what I'm looking at right now is a ring that I just immediately think by just glancing at it, I feel like, oh, I know who that is. And I know that cost over, you know, $16,000 to get. And I know that's really just, again, that kind of casual way to look like totally put together every single day, just like that effortless chic. That's what this ring really is all about. Effortless chic. And it's going to be under, I told you, under $1,000. We're going to make it actually better than $999. We only have one, stays in the yellow. And I'll still size it for you. That's something the big designers won't do. That's where you're on your own, right? You need a half size, quarter size, 3/4 size. Oh no, you're out there spending your own extra hard-earned money. So that's what's crazy, right? Buy the ring and then go have to spend more money to size it. Oh, not around here. We say, no, no, no. You're going to get it sized to whatever you need, and this is how we do it. And you're going to spend very, very little. Promise you couldn't make the jewelry. That's kind of the theme of the night here. We can't make it for the price you're paying. That's what we're doing all night long, and this one's not going to be $9.99, $8.88, $7.77. I'm going to keep on going. Every single piece that I show you must go, every single one of them. So get ready and be on those phone lines very quickly, because this isn't even $699. And that is, again, for those that follow the status, the look, the really, really beautiful, timeless. There's a reason designers have been doing the same designs for decades and decades and decades, and that's because they're popular. And I find they get more and more popular, it seems like, as the younger generation really embraces those really super cool chic styles that, again, maybe their mothers and their grandmothers wore as well. And it's just getting cooler and cooler. And this is really that look. And it's not going to be $699. This is gorgeous. And again, solid gold, it's all we do. And it's yellow gold, and we're going to make it only $599 instead. So you've got a better value on beautiful VS diamonds as well. We do have some gorgeous white pearl earrings that we have never had before. So we will be sharing those next with you. Welcome on in to everybody who is just now tuning in. We're so glad to have you all with us, and really, really exciting. So yes, indeed. And welcome to the party. It's going to be a big Thursday night. Again, if you have any requests, please get those in. We're taking those as always, and here we go. All right, so here we're going to give it 30 seconds, then we're going to move on. That should be gone at $5.99. We have pearls, and they're really stunning drops, actually. Usually I think pearl earrings and I think about studs, right? Just like we hear pearl necklace, we think about strands. I'm going to show you the most beautiful drop earring. I'm so excited about these new pearls. And we don't do a lot of white pearls, do we? It's really unusual, so I've got some for you. Coming up next, and of course they're done in fine with gold and 18K no less, so we'll get to those, but just a few more seconds to get that one out the door, and then we should, we'll congratulate and welcome whoever takes advantage of that. I was also looking, we had some great designer pieces yesterday, maybe some unusual, some that were maybe a little too unusual for some, but I got to tell you, we have a beautiful designer piece that I think is, well, I'm pretty sure that's going to go. Look at that. I'll give you a little glimpse so you can guess what stones, because the first one you may get. I don't know about the second one. That's a tricky one. It's a little bit of a, I think it could be a little bit of a trick question. So we'll show that to you. It's one of our designer pieces. So intrigued, let me know. And then here we go with the earrings I was mentioning. We'll see who's got that diamond link ring. And then here are the earrings. Now I know these are going to kind of do their thing. They're going to roll around a little bit, but they are, okay, this is maybe not wanting to sit sideways because they're saying, no, this is not how we go. We go vertically. But here they are, a combination of freshwater pearls that are, I was going to say gray, but they've got a nice lavender tone to them, and it's item number 112-8030, and they are a series of pearls with your diamond bar at the top, and it's going to be the diamonds, and all of this is 18 karat gold, and they've even got, I did put the backings just to show you, there's little silicone, kind of like a little silicone stopper around your gold, so it's still 18 karat gold at the core. And 8030 18 karat white gold, they stay that way. They are 10 millimeters. You know what? They're probably not all 10 millimeters, so I don't know what are they talking about, the larger or the smaller? It looks like I'm going to be doing some measuring here. But there are actually 4 different pearls, and you see they're all a little bit different. But from a distance, they're going to give you that almost like purpley lavender gray at the top, and then more of that traditional white pearl at the base. And then we have a really, really special look here with 29 points in diamonds. They're going to be up top, the 3 that you have per earring that are coming together here. So that is looking good. So isn't that wonderful? And here we are. Oh, really good. So, hi, Kathy, and hey, Tracy. Thank you so much. Okay, so we are very excited to have you with us, and I'll tell you what, this is going to be a really special opportunity to get a great link. Look at this, a drop and a pearl. They are freshwater cultured pearls, so we know that. 2 different colors per earring. I want to show you the length because obviously these are new, and then let me give you a measurement because they only have 10 millimeters, so that might be, and we don't do total weights when it comes to pearl, and they look to be maybe slightly different. So let me get you an exact on those because that's how I like to shop. I like to know every last detail about my pieces I shop for, so I'm going to maybe guess that you do too. So I'm going to tell you about that, but they're about 1.25 inches top to bottom. I'm going to go ahead and get you the millimeter on each one of those pearls, and of course it looks like the top one's just maybe a tad bit smaller, and it is. It's an 8 millimeter on the top pearl, and then it's going to be a, looks like about 9 on the the last one. So the very, very drop. So 8 and 9 millimeters. I don't know where they got 10, but again, it's a really, really special look. I will show one against the ear for you as well. And then we're going to go ahead and blow them out. And the whole pair of earrings, just one pair. They stay in the 18 karat white gold, of course. And we will make them awfully, awfully affordable for just one collar. And I love the silicone around the 18 karat gold. So that's important because if you've ever had, you know, butterfly backings can be a little bit tricky. And I say that as I try to put one on, but again, no issue here because it's a little more, gives you a little more area to grip when you've got that silicone around your 18 karat gold. So you're still getting the fine jewelry we love, but it just makes it a whole lot easier to put these on. And especially if you are somebody who just, again, if you've got some nails, which again, us ladies who like our jewelry a lot of times, you know, want to have a nice manicure. So it's probably not unusual that I'm talking to my gals out there who like a manicured nail, and therefore you want a little bit of extra, you know, it's just a little ease of wear when you use those backings. So there it is on, so you can see that drop, really beautiful and almost like that really conservative meets edge. I think there's a nice conservative look to pearls that we think of, but then you get a little edginess by having that drop there. Let's go and blow them out for under $1,000. $999, they will not be. And again, you see the subtle differences between the two colors there, a little bit more of a lavender gray and then the true ivory white. Let's go back to the wheel, take a look at them close up, give you great value. And I know they are all hinged, so there's a little bit of movement naturally. So that's why you're seeing a little lean to that diamond up top, the little diamond bar up top. But again, really beautifully done. And I'll show this one here so you can see how those diamonds look. And we're going to make those $777 only. So really good value on some really new and fresh, and I mean fresh water pearls, and they are definitely feeling like it's a new piece tonight that we love, and we're going to see quite a few new pieces tonight. I do for my, you know, Kathy called herself, would she self-proclaim herself as the diva in the house? Well, I got to tell you, we have something that I think is really well suited for my gemstone divas out there, and it would be a stone that is 57 carats and a half. Oh, let's not forget the half. It's 57 and a half carats. Let me just show you this, because that is one that has a serious markdown today. And so I know that one's going to find its home. And what do you think? That's just all about the gem. We added some diamonds up top in the bail, but that is one rock star of a pendant there. And just talk about one of the most enormous pieces. I think actually that may be our largest stone in any piece of jewelry here in the entire inventory. You see what that Kunzite does, and with all that great color. So if you're in the market, you like our big gems, well, that's going to be one for the ages. And wait to see how we marked it down for you. So the pearl earrings, $777. Let me know on those. We'll keep on moving. I'm going to find something to tantalize you with. And if you're just a jewelry lover and a jewelry observer, well, that's great too. But with these values that we've got going on tonight, might just be that time to pick up your favorite. And don't forget about my great designer band here that I'm going to wear as a thumb ring, because I will go home with that ring tonight if it is still here at 8 o'clock Pacific time, because I am, again, loving some great designer jewelry. Also have a very affordable conch pearl. Okay, so there was one the other day. Hold on, this one's going to be it's all kind of, again, entangled in the bag. So I'm going to show you a conch pearl. We had one that made headlines the other day because it was the most affordable by far. And so I wanted to bring you something like it. Remember the pendant we had? It was a little bit more of a free form. I'm going to show you one that is also, yes, there you go, a little more free form in the pearl. It's our conch pearl variety, super special. And look at that color. From a hot searing pinky red, and you get all that gorgeous color. And when you see it from a distance, like when it's on the neckline, being a pendant, it really does look like an elongated oval. Really seeing it up close is where you're seeing the little elements that make it a true freeform. And it's going to be a platinum piece with a 42-point oval. And it is the 42-point natural conch pearl. These are not faceted. They are not polished. They are just, again, in their natural state. They are found as they are. There's nothing you need to do except, in this case, set it in a great piece of jewelry. 8085 is the item number. It's 42 points on the pearl, 7 points in the diamonds. They surround it. They give it that beautiful diamond bail as well. And we only have the one, and so here comes that really big value, which I still can't believe that I'm up here talking about a conch pearl within that price range that's under $5,000. It just does not make sense. And yet I'm zoomed far back because we had those earrings, but let me show you from even a further distance, because you probably need to see not only the up close of the stone, but also you want to see how it's going to look from a distance. It's that diminutive dainty piece that is going to be for every single day wear. We had the Kunzite that's over 57 carats, and now something a little bit more everyday wearable, stackable, layerable. How about that chain though? Can I just say, is that chain moves, it looks like it's all little mini diamonds paved. It's actually an adjustable chain that is a beautiful diamond cut link. It's going to have a length here on the actual pendant itself, which let me grab a ruler here and get you the length here so you can see that it is a 1/2 inch top to bottom in that length of the pendant. And then you do have the adjustability. Actually, they've already adjusted it pretty short here, where you've got all this extra length that you can play with. So you can go up to 18 inches, but you can go as short as you'd like, and we'll take it on back up close so you can see it there. It's got a chain, and it's got a bail actually that'll accommodate a little larger chain. But I think that I always talk, highly about proportion. When you design jewelry, that becomes a big part of how you design jewelry. Is about proportions, making sure they are correct. So I think that's really important here. The chain is really proper for the pendant, and it's going to be under $2,999, which is just about as affordable typically as conch pearls get. This one's going to be more affordable than that. This is one of the rarest of the organic stones. Again, it is, yes, qualified as a pearl, but really, truth be told, it's a whole lot rarer than most pearls are. And that includes the pinks, the Tahitians, the goldens, by far, obviously, the easier ones to get are the freshwaters like we just showed you a few minutes ago. This is a great way, though, to get that ultra rare, but you're still wearing it. It's still wearable, every single day enjoyable. Take a look at it. We're going to make it better than even $19.99 or $1,500. So come on in and we will help you out. It's a beautiful piece. It's got the color, and that's what I know I'm a big fan of, is getting one of the stones that has, remember, these are all natural. We can't help them out. We don't even heat them. We don't treat them, nothing. So it's really helpful to have the beautiful, brighter colors, and that gives you a huge indication of the quality you're getting, and it's going to be only $1,299, that's it. So a really important and impressive style, one of our most affordable we've ever seen in the conch pearl variety, and that one should be gone momentarily. So $12.99 with the chain included, and of course that's all done in, I think, I gotta double check that. That's platinum, yes, platinum. So indeed, you're getting that platinum metal chain and pendant as well. So you've got a great way to go about that one. Hi, Holly, we've got a beautiful request for you and a nice big markdown. Is this the exact ring she's asking for? Really? Now, I have a question for her, because a lot of times when we talk about unheated zoisites, they are lighter blues and greens. If that's what you're looking for, Holly, we may have to go back to the drawing board, because I actually have one of the more unusual of the unheated zoisites, which is actually not blue, not green, nothing even close. It makes it really rare. But if you are looking for what we call those peacock tones, you may want to give us a call back. But that is actually one of the rarest stones we're ever going to see. It is a true zoisite. This is from the mine in Tanzania. And yet sometimes those blue zoisites, when they're all natural, we know about Tanzanites, first of all, if you're not clear and you're going, I don't know, I'm confused, I thought Tanzanite was blue or purple, I've seen the blue wings here, why is this one golden and green? Well, this is that ultra rare. Now, usually when they're unheated, first of all, that makes them very rare when they are. When they're unheated, extremely rare, very unusual to come by when they are unheated. But usually you see those lighter blues and then those lavender tones together. Sometimes it looks like a bicolor. Sometimes it looks like, we call them around here, the peacock stones. Well, this is where you're getting a more unusual element, because it's got these really unusual golden greens. So that is a whole nother rung up in the rarity ladder, and it is all completely natural. There was no treatment whatsoever, no heating at all. Most zoisites, are mined from Tanzania, and then they usually start as a lighter blue or a blue-green, and as they're heated, they can get a little bit more intense purple color. In the case of the blue wing block days we have, they get very blue-red. Well, this is where it is still that same material, but look at the different colors, from kiwi greens to more bright sunshine yellows. So again, Holly, I've got plenty of the blue and the blue-greens that are natural and heated as well, but this is certainly taking us up a level in rarity, and you know what? The first caller is going to get it. 3823 is the number. It's the peacock feather wraparound design as well. That is just, this ring is overall just really kind of that wild example of something that truly nobody else in the world could have. Nobody else in the world could produce. It's very unique. It's going to be our 376 unheated golden, Tanzanite golden zoisite, really. Again, to call it Tanzanite, that's the trade name for the blue stone. So really we're going to call this golden zoisite to be correct. And then you have the 24 points in the yellow diamonds and the 119 in the white diamonds as well. It's a bigger, bolder ring, that's for sure, the way it wraps around. so it takes that feather design, which would normally be north and south, and it really wraps it side to side around your hand in a more east-west fashion. You can obviously, and it's still got finishing, so it's comfortable. This is just one of the rarest stones I can show you. So a lot of fun for everybody, I think, to witness and to admire here is that this is not something that anybody would typically guess Tanzanite or zoisite or even Tanzanian. But here's what it looks like on the hand. I like to kind of, and I did just move this ring over to the pinky just to show you how that looks too, because that one's still up for consideration. But also this ring, look at the dazzle. I think most would guess diamond of some kind in that center stone because it is so lively. It is so bright. I love putting it off to one side so you really get to appreciate the feather design and the way it wraps around the hand. What a value. Once upon a time, Holly or anybody else, this was $79.99 and now it is not. Oh, it is nowhere near that price. And there's the other angle. It's even got a little bit of a peachy element. Do you see it right through the middle? If you were to draw a line down the middle, that's where I tend to see a little bit of a golden element. It's like a golden peachy orange. It's beautifully, beautifully done. And yet you're getting this incredible ring with a lot of diamonds for less than the price we can make the mounting for. This is an incredibly important mounting, but we have discovered that after this piece has been here and it's got its times on the air here and there, $79.99 sometimes just does not make it the satisfactory kind of value that's going to get it from our studio to your home and your collection. So we help you out here by doing something very different, giving you a better value. And this is one that is marked down to that point where, and again, while everybody else is marking their jewelry up, this is our little secret. We're actually marking our jewelry down. So again, there's a lot of special things happening. If you don't think fine jewelry is going to be in your wheelhouse any longer, please, please, please take a look and really, truly watch our values because I think you're going to be very impressed. And it's not going to be $79.69 or $59.99. This one is a huge value. First caller takes it. You got to be quick on those phone lines, please, because nothing's going to stick around tonight. I can promise you that. And it's going to be better than even $4,999. This is about as rare as any stone I can show you, and we've already had conch pearls in the show. So again, it's rarity beyond. We're going to make it better than $3,999. Again, even if you want it for the mounting, it would be a great chance to pick it up. If you want me to just take the stone out and still send it to you, and then you can put whatever round you have in the middle, go ahead, because that's how great this value is. But if you really want to explore the extra rare world of gems, this is the way to go. It's $2,999, and it's about as rare as anything I can possibly show you. So that is one of the really big wow factors of tonight, and of course, right along with our 57.5 karat Kunzite coming up in a bit. But that is the way to go right there, and let me know. Did we hear from Holly, Jason? Is she looking for the blue greens? Okay. What do you need? Oh, sounds good. So we've got more requests coming in. Thank you so much. And that one's $29.99. Okay, so we're going to give it a last call. It's only going to be 30 seconds. It's obviously going to go at $29.99. Yellow diamonds, white diamonds, and you're getting, oh yeah, like a carat 40 in diamonds all together. So that's actually more. So that's really, really impressive to get all that diamond weight. And then you're getting the big 376, totally natural and heated. It's just a beautiful stone. That's the thing. If it's rare and not pretty, I'm still probably not going to convince anybody to wear it, no matter how much gemological education we give you. But when it's really, really rare and beautiful at the same time and distinctive, that's what we're going for. Yes. It's exactly what I thought. She wants a blue-green, right? I knew it. I knew it. Did she say what size? Cut? So we're working on that, Holly. I figured that's what you were looking for. This one's going to go to somebody else, and that's fine because I figured Holly wanted the blue greens. She probably wasn't even aware there was a zoisite that color. But again, this one is available. So again, requester needs a blue green, as I figured she would. Let me know. We'll work on that, and I'll bring some out for you. We have plenty in that option. So no worries, Holly. Just give us a minute to gather some up to show you. And hey, Nicole, good to have you with us. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Kirsten. Thank you so much. Aw, Nicole, you're sweet. Well, that is wonderful to hear. Anything that gets you to tune in, right? Anything. Anything. That's half the battle. So let's move on from that one. Let me show you this Congolese blue green. It's my favorite stone of the night, I think. And again, I'm really, now that zoisite's given a run for its money, but again, that wasn't even scheduled for the show. That's a request. But here is our Congolese blue green 112. 6249 is the fabulous item number. Now we're going to get this one at home. Get ready, guys. And we still have the band ring and the beautiful pearl earrings. And I've got a whole trio of of opals coming up you're going to love. We're going to do that shortly here. I'm going to try to get the request taken care of before then. But here we are with our Congolese. That is a stunner of a stone. It's the blue-green. 658 is the pear-shaped size. Then you've got the big princess cuts stacked on the sides. There would be 4 on either side. And even a little bit of the way we set up the middle one a little bit higher too, and then recess the others. So that's very, very important. And you can see with the 37 points, but again, among 8 stones, they're a good size. And we're going to blow them out. They're about 5 points a piece almost. And then there's that great color that it has. And this is what it looks like on. You can change. Oh, actually on this one, we're asking to keep it in the white gold. Not a big problem. If you got a couple extra days to wait, you're not in any hurry. You don't need it by, let's say, Monday. Go ahead and let us know, and we can go ahead and make sure that gold color is changed. But again, asking for it in the white gold. The Congos are 99% of the time in white. There's a definite, a beautiful look that you get there with that one. So let's do our blowout magic here on this one. And of course, here's the other way to wear the pear shape. For those of you that say, no, that's the wrong way. Here's the right way. Okay, fine. We'll show you both so you can imagine what it's going to look like no matter how you prefer to wear it. But let's make sure you get a great value, as $69.99 is. But we need to make the values that are so good a little bit better and better and better tonight, because we're going to move some jewelry, and we've got to, right? That's kind of that's the idea here, is to really mark prices down. But that's where, ooh, we're not supposed to be doing that. I don't care. I'm still here to mark them down. So that's what we're doing, taking advantage of this time we have together to really give you these values that are so sensational. If you've wanted one of our Congos, I know they get pricey really fast, because this is that stone that we could find out any day now, by the way. And as soon as I have news on the chemical compounds that make this stone what it is, I will share them with you. The stones are being evaluated by GIA as we speak. So again, I will be down there in a couple of weeks. Let's see, it's going to be, oh, actually not even a couple of weeks. We're already in April, right? Yes. So we've got some news coming. So we should have, by mid to late April, I should have some news to share with you. But get your stones now before, my goodness, the unthinkable could happen, where maybe those prices are going to go up. If there was, let's say, a copper content of these stones, I'll make it better than even 69. Half of that price is 35. I could go $29.99 and we'd have you a deal. But we're going to make it a lot easier and a lot better. And how about clarity? 658 stone in a tourmaline that has clarity that is really, why is it sticking? That is perfect. I can't find a flaw in that stone. I don't know about you. You're probably watching on a bigger screen than I am. Because if you're watching on anything but a cell phone, you have a bigger monitor than I do. So here's what we have for you. So you're probably seeing it real big at home. Tell me if you can find an inclusion. I'm not seeing anything of the sort. We're going to make it actually $1,999 only. And then we're working on some of the peacock stones to come on out. Those unheated zoisites, they'll be here. And then we also have, oh, for my floral lovers, but if you want like very sophisticated, high-end superstar florals, I have the Orchid ring. Why this is here, I have no idea. The workmanship, this is really, again, it's couture level jewelry without the couture price tag. Let me show it. That one's going to be a blowout tonight as well. Those are merengue spinels and lots of diamonds all the way throughout. So that's a one only. I'm going to have that floral. It's a true orchid style, very complex to make in jewelry, but we have done it for you, and might I say, to perfection. All right, let me know on the golden, unless, are you waiting, Jason, for the other Tanzanites to come out, or do you want the golden? All right, so the golden zoisite is still here. Wow. Get it for the mounting. Seriously, that mounting is gorgeous if you have a need for a big round. And since we're still working on some requests, I'm going to go ahead and get to our bottom of the hour opal wheel. This one is gone. Congratulations and thank you. Here's your opal wheel. I've got a trio for you. This one always just gets me, is like really chic. This one just looks very, very, very high end with the way the ribbing is done in the gold texture on the sides of the band. And wow, there's that thunder. We have a freak thunderstorm. It was a beautiful 75-degree sunny day, and then all of a sudden it felt like I was in the South again, where all of a sudden there's like a freak thunderstorm happening. Hail and lightning and thunder, and we don't get hail or lightning or thunder. It's Southern California. We only get one thing, and it's sunshine. And so here we go. So I know these are all, boy, this looks like a mess because they're all sitting every which way. They sit every way but right up. But here we go. This one, let's see, lean this one over there. We got some yellow, some rose, and some white gold. We got them all. This is my question. Hop on those phone lines then. Hey, William, we're going to show you the wall of diamonds. That's wonderful. William, we got you covered. But let me just give you a quick glance at these, and trust me, you blink and you'll miss them. There's a huge trio and a big old value coming your way. All three of these are one of a kinds, of course, as opals always are. So do not wait too long to get on the phone lines, because I have a feeling out of the three, you probably have a favorite. Am I right? it is. We got our lightning ridge for our lightning outside, and we're good to go. And we just hope that power stays on because, oh my goodness, we had a beautiful day a couple weeks ago and the power was gone. So I don't know, but we're gonna hope our power stays on. Let's take a look at this beautiful lightning ridge wheel. I gotta say, these are gonna be going, and I know that, I don't know, that's a very, very bright stone on the right, but they all are much brighter than they appear here on TV. That's the deal with opals. We've got our carat 34 over here, carat 34 with 38 points in diamonds, lots of gold. In the rose gold, which does have to actually stay in the rose gold, but a really pretty scroll work, it looks vintage to me. That's gonna be 18 karat rose gold, 266 on the opal, and 23 points. These are all Australian opals, by the way. And then we go over here. The one that is very bright, it is a 273 in platinum, so that'll stay in platinum. These all stay as they are. I just love that we're giving you white metal, rose metal, yellow. This is yellow gold, rose gold, 18K, and platinum, but you let me know which one you like because all three are the same price, and they're all going to be, and yes, go ahead. Did Denise get the Congolese? Thank you, Denise. Denise, from where? Well done, Denise. Great job on the Congo. Where? Illinois. Thank you so much, Denise. Congratulations, and I appreciate you shopping tonight. Let's get these out the door for less than even $2,999. They all stay as is. Yellow gold, platinum. This is the platinum. Here's the rose gold. That's 18K. Here's the yellow gold, which is 14K. Let's bring them on down. Trust me, you want to be on the phone lines in a hurry. They are not going to last. I know we never ever see opals go this low, especially when they're out of Australia, and these are, and they are the best quality of opal out there. They're not going to be $29.99. Give me a call very quickly. You might as well call in because, listen, if the price isn't good, well, you don't have to worry about that. It's low with the low. So you're going to get a great price, and it's a blowout trio. So that's the other thing. But here's the problem. What you can't do is call in after it's already sold and expect to get it. It will be gone. They go quickly. Even at $19.99, I would anticipate they will all be out of here, but instead, you're getting a much better value than even $19 or $9.99. Excuse me, what did we just do? Under $1,000 for any one of those three, but I'm going even lower. So again, they stay as is. We're going to size them for you. And then fabulous, we have some holly for you to look at. We've got some great choices in our beautiful peacock stones, but we're going to make these even better than $9.99. And let's give them, I think 60 seconds is all this is going to take. Remember the carat weights. I can go over them again. We can give you item numbers. William, we've got the wall of diamonds as well, but this is not $9.99 per piece up there. You've got to call me quickly. Again, platinum, 18 karat rose, 14 karat yellow. They stay as they are. So the only thing we need to know is your ring size, and they're not even $950. They are $949 a ring, and that is while they last. And that's going to be at $949. I'm going to try them on for you as well so we can see. I'm going to start with the platinum, although I think I might just put them on all side by side because the thing is this, they're going to look a lot more impactful and powerful on this hand shot because it's a little less light just where we are over here. So you can see, you can see a little bit more of the color. Look at that yellow gold and that with all that great texturing. And then again, there's the rose gold, that's 18K. And here's the platinum piece, which is that very vivid, bright, alive with color. So you let me know which one you like. Platinum, rose gold, yellow gold. I love that we have all three gold colors represented. Don't forget about that band ring. That designer band ring is only $5.99. These are all three $9.49 a piece, or you take them all because again, an opal is fantastic, but when they are that kind of value, that is not normal to see. So again, what we have in, these are not small stones. They're mighty, mighty fine, larger stones, and we're leaving them here. All right, we got the wall of diamonds in the men's piece coming up. And then Jason, what'd you take over there? Are we still working on requests? 49-point white diamond ring. Oh no, 49-point white diamond ring. Oh, not today. Gotcha. Okay. I thought I was going to have to take off my designer diamond band. Okay. So here we go. $9.49. All right. We're leaving them here. Guys, we're actually, we're offering a lot of discounts, as you probably witnessed. If you're thinking, what's going on with these price tags? Why are they so heavily discounted? We are offering a lot of discounts because we'd like to get them out the door with all the time and love and care that we're put into these pieces. However, here is the situation that is upon us. Gold is going a little crazy. So we are going to take a lot of current inventory and be taking out stones and melting those gold pieces down so that we can essentially repurpose the gold so that we don't have to charge you $3,200 an ounce for gold. That's where it's at today. So here's what I would recommend is getting these pieces while they're discounted because they're not going to be coming back again and again and again on the air because they get one last chance. Everything does. So that's the other thing to know about what you see from a new piece to an older piece, from discounts and again, more discounts like blowouts like this. You've got one last chance to pick them up because we do need to, again, that's one way to get around what gold prices are doing. So everyone's having to adapt to it. We are going to make sure that we can maintain the values you love us for by doing that. So keep that in mind. So you're not going to see, and of course we've got gold up here in the yellow and the rose. And tell me, why are those still here at $9.49 a piece? They're Lightning Ridge opals. All right, we're going to leave them here, and then we're going to show the wall of diamonds, and that's going to be coming up as our, well, it's our most popular men's ring. It's what the Wonder Ring is for the gals, is what the wall of diamonds is for the men. Are we really serious? We're leaving that here, or did we really lose our power and I'm just not aware of it? That is so, so amazing to get an opal like that. Remember, that is a stone. It's not 2 points. That's a very large 2-carat 73 opal that looks double, so it looks like a 6-carat. Diamonds on either side, platinum setting. And that one's here, and then we got the 18-karat rose gold, which really has a lot of that purple base with then the greens, bright lime greens and reds washing over it. Then we've got, of course, this is really tough to tell what it's looking like here on TV, but it's got every color, blues, reds, purples, yellows, greens, all of that, the full rainbow of colors in that stone with that great texturing down the sides, and that's gold. All right, here comes the wall of diamonds. Those are all 3 available. If you'd like to pick up any of them, you certainly may, but this is a piece that you're probably familiar with. It's one, now don't tell me William doesn't own this ring yet. Is it true that, does he not have this ring yet? Because this is this is kind of where everybody starts when it comes to gents jewelry. And for those that, you know, I'll tell my gals a little trick here, because I have a lot of gals that say, yeah, my husband, he doesn't wear jewelry. I got to tell you, over the years, because I've been here about almost 9 years now, and, you know, over the years, I've had so many gals say that, and they decide with as much jewelry as they're collecting from TVON for themselves, they decide sometimes to get the men in their life a piece of jewelry, and this is where I always recommend starting. And, you know, a lot of people say, I don't know, that's a carat 43 in diamonds and a lot of gold. I'm not sure if my non-jewelry wearing gentleman is going to wear that. But it's so often it becomes the thing where it becomes the piece that oftentimes is replacing a wedding band. Oftentimes is the piece you wear even for people who are not accustomed to wearing fine jewelry. And gals wear it too. A lot of ladies, think of it like a really, really large, like a signet ring, but with diamonds. Because a lot of you have asked me for that. You said, just make your ring, but instead of just initials, just load it up with diamonds. This is basically the next best thing. And it's going to be a rectangular plateau all across the top. It's got this amazing 143 diamond weight. The item number is 1110-304. And again, you've got a chance to pick it up here at an incredible value. And I'm not sure what kind of shadow is happening over it that makes it look like the band is cut off, but I don't know what's going on. I've never seen that happen before, but there it is. You can see here, I got nothing else up there, so I'm not sure what it's reflecting. But here it is. That's a lot of mirror finish gold. You've got the finishing on the inside. It is our famous Wall of Diamonds ring, and it is only going to be $1,999. So got a big moment to pick that up, and it is going to be a really exquisite way to go. And remember, it's a lot of gold weight, no matter what size you get, if you're choosing it for a pinky ring, an index finger ring, or anything else. But it's also 143 in diamonds, and here's what it looks like on the hand. So a specialty piece no matter what, but you can see how, and this one's far too large for me because it's about a size 10 now. Again, it's really just that beautiful look that you can imagine it sitting a little bit more. It's a little wide right now because it's just too large. So imagine it sitting perfectly centered up when it's in your size. You've got this big, big, big gold presence to it as well, which obviously cannot be understated these days, and that is $19.99. That's really our tried and true favorite when it comes to all diamonds. We've actually not even created a lot of all diamond gents rings because that's the one that usually is the one everyone defaults to. So that's a great piece. Let's show a couple of pieces for Holly here. These are the blue-green traditional unheated zoisites. So these would be Tanzanites, because if they have blue, we typically do call them Tanzanite still, even if they're unheated. So you're going to see a couple of varieties here. And you've got the blue-green. Now these are each going to be with yellow diamonds. So Holly, you'll have to let me know if that's okay with you, because it just so happens that we've got a couple of these, and you see, interestingly enough, the right side has a lot of almost blue wing kind of color to it, yet it's still unheated, all natural. So it's almost like if you're looking for a little more presence of blues and greens together, you're looking for this left side. If you want a little more saturation, which makes it awfully rare, because not a lot of unheated Tanzanites have that kind of color saturation, that's a great way to go. And those will be still in that 3 to 5 carat range. We've got the 363 on the left. That'll be 11225577. And then we have big diamond weights, 16 points on the yellow, 72 in the white. If you want to go a little bit larger, you're going to go with the right side. That's going to be the 429 unheated and 48 points in yellow and 86 points in white. So either way, or we can just zoom in on one. If you already have a favorite, there's a little bit of a leafy-like design happening here on the sides, and that's going to be that chevron little design that goes around the double halo. You've got your double halo here with those 2 rows in the yellow and the white diamonds there on that side. Let me know which one you prefer, if either. And again, if you don't like yellow diamonds with your unheated Tanzanite, we may have to go back to the drawing board. But again, this is the way to get that little, we just thought rare stone, we make it a little bit more rare. We know how beautiful that combination is with the blues and the purples with the yellow diamonds. It really stands out. So how about this one going out for, no matter which one you choose, we're going to go out. These are some of the most expensive stones, but like we did with the conch pearls a long time ago, is we're bringing them way down in price. And that's kind of the idea. They started at $79.99 each. We're going to bring them down so that they make for a lot more affordability for you, so you can have one and explore and get something special. Let me know if you have any questions about anything you've seen tonight as well, because by goodness, they're here. And then here we go with this one. The set is going to be, actually, if you want to get under 25, you're in luck. We've got this one going at under $2,500 for our 429, which is 112-3297. That'll be the 4 carat 29. Very intense. Remember, still unheated. Still unheated, but it's got reds and blues and purples and greens. You're seeing it all. So even more color play than trichroism at work here. And yet this one will be $22.99. This one's even less. And we're going to go under $2,000 here for the 363, and that'll be actually, I was going to do $19.99. Let's give you an extra bonus, $18.88 for the left side. So you have 2 great choices in rare unheated stones. And again, you would never necessarily know. They're still giving a lot of great color to those unheated stones, which just makes them all the more rare. So that's a special way to go. And you can choose either one. And again, if we do need to go back to the drawing board, please let me know, because I'm happy to make it all about unheated Tanzanites tonight if we have to. And I could show them all night long to literally find you the right piece. I mean, that's what we do, and I really take requests that seriously. I'm not a fan of just saying, here's one thing and you know, take it or leave it. Let's find you the right piece, and I'm willing to do that for each and every shopper that we have with us at any given show, anytime. So that's why we really encourage requests. Obviously, we've got some great pieces here to show you, but we can go back in those vaults and really find you whatever it is you're looking for. Okay, so let's move on from our unheateds. Let's get to that beautiful orchid ring. And then I do have a very large black opal here as well that's covered in diamonds. It's a platinum piece. There's the big opal. Look at that one. That's fun. That's a nice stone. Aquas, blues, and greens together. Let me know what your preference is here. Shall we get to the big designer pendant that I flashed earlier that's got some Morganite and a little mystery stone. Also have some very important, I have one Brazilian Paraiba in quartz tonight, just one, and it's going to be, look at this, I think it's our last, and it's got a lot of Paraiba. Actually, interestingly enough, the entire quartz is almost that Paraiba blue-green, and then you've got that big section within it. Okay, so let's keep moving, guys. We got a lot to do, and yellow diamonds with unheated Tanzanites is pretty wild, but here is maybe the most beautiful designer ring. I get it, it's not for everybody, but this is a really exquisite style, and the difference is it's one of the most exquisite styles to the fact that it's got so much labor, gold, workmanship. This is what you want to do. You want to take a piece that was made literally 7 years ago and bring that price on down. So you're already getting a value. Let's just face it, if you buy something today that's priced the way it was years ago, you're already getting a value. When I take that price that it was 7 years ago and bring that price down, it's a bigger value. And that's really where it almost feels like jewelry giveaways all night long. So I hope you can stay with us for the next couple hours, because there are going to be a lot of big values like this one. And it's going to be a 40-point total weight here in your mehenges. This is item number 8022, and that goes way back. 111. So 111-8022, white gold only. It's going to be your size, though. And where's the band? You hardly see it because the ring is so beautifully displayed east to west all across your finger. It's not a double finger ring. Those are very difficult to actually wear. I have some. Ironically, they're some of the most expensive pieces I own, and I never wear them because they're really difficult when you've got 2 different rings behind it. But for anybody who loves a big look, if you want something really large and a statement style, this is it. White gold only, one only, 40 points in mehenges. They're rare. You've got all those stones here up front. There are actually 4 of them, different size rounds. You see how they set up? I love this look. You can see the petals are actually really overlapping and then angling, and then you see how they curve and they turn. That's 213 in diamonds. One of our biggest diamond weights here. In a beautiful, yes, are we familiar with the orchids? They're very beautiful. They're very complex. I love looking at them in real life. So to think that that was replicated in precious metal and diamonds and then topped with mehenges is a little bit stunning to see all those details and curves, and what a statement it is. And we have just got to take it all the way on down in price tag, and we will, and make it a whole lot more affordable than this $12,999 where it started. Here, I can remember 7 years ago. Certain pieces you just remember, certain moments you remember. When this debuted, it was a memorable moment. I thought it would go at $13,000 because, you know, it's really, when you look at pieces that are different and bold, you realize these are the pieces that a lot of us seek out at this point. We've got the traditional and classic, and we're ready for something a little different. See how the whole piece has a little bit of a diagonal to it, just in the way the asymmetry of the petals is put together. It's not going to be even $99.99. We only have the one. And this will be quick to go, we know that, and it's going to be a really beautiful ease of wear piece. Again, one great band in the back makes it very wearable, very comfortable, and yet also look at the finishing all the way through the back side as well. So really well done in that gold weight, and a lot. Now the gold, it's only a size 6 right now. It can obviously be sized up, so really impressive when you think about all the different layers it has. Designed, you will think it looks as if it is a miniature orchid that somehow has been completely gilded in solid white gold, and then completely encrusted in diamonds, and then for good measure with the added mehenge spinels. It is not going to be even $4,999. It is not. I think about where it started here. $6,500 would have been half off. $3,250 would have been 75% off, and I'm going lower than that. Think of where it began, and obviously knowing that may not work for everybody. So here's how we do this instead. Taking it even lower than $3,250, which is 75% off where it should have been. There is only one. If you really are somebody who enjoys a bold, different, this is like sophisticated florals. I think florals can go many ways, and a lot of times they just look a little bit juvenile. I love when you see a sophisticated floral done the right way. It's not $3,000 or $29.99. We have one, and that is it. And no, it will not last. And boy, do we have an incredible, incredible lineup here that's sitting here with a real need for a home on everything. I got to tell you, that's not even $29. Call me early. The only thing that we need to know is your ring size. It stays in the white gold. I don't think you'd want it any other way with that 213 of diamonds on full display. I think you want to just really let those white diamonds show off the way you see them there. And it's not going to be even $2,500. We're blowing it out for $2,499. It's our lowest price we've seen ever on our incredible orchid style ring. And with the mehenges and with the diamond weight, what could I do more? We've taken over $10,000. It's $10,500 off that price. So could not think of a better way to go than that is right there at $24.99. So let me know if you'd like it. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something rare. We're going to bring up the ring again in the opal, and we're going to show it to you all on its own. I'm going to bring up an opal. There's something I'm curious why this one is still here. I'm going to bring it up, show you all by itself. We're going to get this one at home. We have an incredible platinum opal. Let's bring it back for another look. I know a lot of you thinking about it. 112-7531. Do not hesitate though on the mehenge. Where do you get 213 in VS Diamonds? By the way, if you're not familiar with VS Diamonds, anywhere outside of TVON's walls, they are $25,000 a carat. That's conservative because that's been a quote that I've been using for years. And needless to say, the diamond world has been changing and diamonds have been going up. So, okay. So let's think about where 213 is. Over $50,000 just in diamonds. Plus you have a whole lot of gold at the foundation, at the base. Something got to hold those diamonds. And the more diamonds you have, typically you need a bigger surface area of gold. So you have all that gold foundationally. Then you've got the mehenges, which are really rare, by the way. Mehenges are beautiful. I think they're that, you know, anybody who loves pinks or reds, you're going to fall in love with mehenges. And they're one of the rarest stones out there. And we've got the whole thing for $24.99. So huge value there. Let's show this opal again. Here's the opal everyone's talking about. And why, oh, why would this still be here? Well, let's just give it a single up close look. It's 112-7531 because I'm not going any further until this one gets a home, because in opals, I've got probably 350 opals to show you. There is not one, and I know there's a lot of people who just wish you could just walk through our vaults. Well, I get to do that on your behalf and select the best stones that are also the best value, because for me, and I get criticized by some for this, I pick out things that are also a great value, because it's not good enough for me to just show you beautiful pieces if nobody can afford them. So if I show you a piece and it's $10,000, it tends to be a wish list item. It tends to be something that we have to just, you know, hope one day gets discounted 90%. Instead, I get to make sure that we bring you the quality and the value. Because remember, I'm not a show host, I'm just a shopper. That's all I am. I'm a shopper, I'm a jewelry lover. I've been a jewelry lover since I was about this big. And I'm really, really excited that we can still, in this 2025 era, when fine jewelry is becoming a lost art form, it's becoming almost obsolete to see fine jewelry in this world because everything is demi-fine at this point at best. Everything is becoming lab-grown. Everything is, you know, plated metals and other mystery metals and whatnot. We are still here bringing you fine jewelry. And for as long as the industry will allow, because as long as we have shoppers like yourselves that really want to see beautiful pieces and still have a knack for quality, still have a desire to own important pieces that mean something. Well, this is it. And it's our 273 opal and 14 points in diamonds on the sides. And reminder, that is a recap. It is a encore of a piece from earlier, and it's $949. So again, just to show you up close, because I feel like if it's still here at that price, it's on me. I did something wrong. I'm not doing my job properly if a piece like that is sticking here for $949. Something is amiss, and I've just failed you miserably. So I'm just giving another look to say, that's the biggest value in opal I have. The stone is gorgeous, and it looks so on TV. If it can look good on TV, it's gonna look extra, extra special when it's at home. And you've got that moment right there, and look at that glow it's casting behind it. That beautiful orangey glow that you see right there. So anybody thinking about it, let me know. $949. We're gonna give it a final few seconds. Did you have a request there as well, Tim? All right, so we're still working on requests. That's the good news. If I'm not showing you what you need too, you can always say, this is what I want. Don't give me opals, don't give me merengue, spinel, floral orchids. I want to see something else. So we will gladly bring it out for you. All right, the big Kunzite is here just for fun. Let me just show it. You saw it from a distance. This is just a show and tell museum piece, and yet, if you really have to have it, if you know great stones, and I know you guys do, otherwise you would not be here. If you appreciate great museum gems, here it is. Here it is. Stunning. 5753 on item number 1126553. 553. Interesting. The carat weight is in the item number, and the item number is in the carat weight. That's just wild. It's a 5753 Afghan cushion cut. Very, very ovally cushion, I realize, but it is kind of a cushion cut. It's definitely, yeah, it's got a little more corner than a typical oval. Yes. The opal on the hand again. Here it is. Here we go. I did not actually, I tried it on when it was up there with the trio. Here it is by itself, all on its own. Look at that. Now you're seeing a different look. You're probably thinking, look at that, she switched it out. No, I do not. I only have one. So I did not switch it out, but you're seeing now overwhelming pinks and oranges, goldens and yellows all the way through. Aquas, blues, greens, it's got every color. Check them all off. It is play of color at its best, and it's $949 with that platinum and diamonds on the side. So really beautiful stone there. Obviously, it's still going to look better when you see it in a more normal light environment, like when you're at home wearing it on your hand, proudly displaying this gorgeous opal that is all natural through and through. We will go back now to our 5753 Afghan Kunzite, this very special white gold setting, which is actually going to be the basket behind it, the bale with the diamonds as well. And that one will be a huge markdown. So we did bring it out for not just for the sake of let's just show off our best Kunzite and our biggest stone in jewelry, but also giving you a value that is so incredibly important like this is, because it did start at $16,999. By the way, that opal is still here if you'd like it. Jason, I'm curious, did they give any feedback to you? Because I'm curious. I'm really skeptical, like what's going on. How does an opal like that stick around? I've been doing this only like 24 and a half years. So I usually got a good finger on the pulse of what's going on. That one surprises me. Was it just too big for him? Too big a stone? All right. So Cindy and Holly, we've got, Holly, we're going to go 3 times the charm here. We'll show it to you next. I'll first discount this one. This is my let's see who's paying attention deal. Potentially our best value is happening right now. Is it, now best value, a lot of people think, oh good, it's going to be the cheapest piece. Not necessarily. It's about where it starts versus where it ends up. So value is like how much is saved. So this one definitely one of our better values because it's $4,999. We're giving it away tonight. 5753. Anybody struggle to do that math? I'm going to do it, not mentally because then it's going to be off. I'm going to give you an exact carat per carat price tag on that at $49.99 on a 5753. I'm curious myself. We're at $86 a carat, and you could not get a finer, more deep, rich, saturated, because even at that angle you're seeing it is not the exact angle you're going to look at it when it's on. That's the angle you see it. That's the face-up value right there. That's the color. And how about that stone? Deep, saturated. Look at the backside with that basket work. This is important to have a nice substantial basket. Otherwise, your stone of this size might flip or turn. Not when it's set that way. And we just took, how about a little hip hip hooray for taking that kind of discount on a $17,000 piece. We took $12,000 off for you. And this is, again, what it looks like on the hand. And then, of course, a bail that's going to be big enough. We want you to choose your chain here, whether it's your favorite diamonds by the yard, maybe it's your Omega, whatever you like to put on with that big a piece. It is your option. I do want to show you here. It doesn't look like we have a length on it. It's 13 points of diamonds. They're all going to be right up top in that bail. And here is the length of your pendant. It's going to be 1 inch and 5/8 from top to bottom. So that's $49.99, and congrats if you get it. Let's see if we can get Holly a ring here. I've got our pretty traditional here. This is what I would have pulled. Now, Holly, if I was in the back, this is the exact one I would have pulled for you. This is, now, that, again, I wish I could. If you guys ever want to give me requests in advance, by the way, if you want me to be your eyes and ears and not have to worry about, you know, having us search during a show, you can always email me or reach out directly. I'm accessible through all channels except, like, I don't know, I'm too old for TikTok, I guess. But I think I am. I think you have to be under the age of 18. Okay, maybe not. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend you if you are, you know, the 85-year-old on TikTok. I'm just not on it. But everywhere else, Facebook, Instagram, email me directly. That's how most of my correspondence works. It's my name, Lauren Blair TV. So laurenblairtv@gmail.com. So you can reach out that way, because that's what I do. If you're ever wondering, how does she just have those pieces that are exactly what somebody wants? It's because people reach out in advance, and 24/7, pretty much 24/7, I will get back to you, usually within about 10 seconds. So 24/7, it's just, again, I don't sleep, so I'm cool. I can back to you very, very quickly. So again, if you have requests like this, I can find you what is probably best and what you need, because I know the inventory really well. So take a look. So Holly, this is the one I would have chosen, just knowing. Now it's a little bit maybe larger, but again, the 5-carat 28 is 1123840. And then Cindy, we've got a beautiful peacock Tanzanite. We have started a peacock Tanzanite revolution here. And I know it needs rhodium on the side, so I've already made that note. I can see that, but our jewelers can't. So I've written a little note here, 528. And again, it's always easier to see things when they're on a big TV magnified view like this. But then you've got the real classic way the diamonds. Now this is so pretty because it almost looks like Alexandrite, mid-color change. It's going from blues to greens and purples, and there's a little bit of like a little golden color coming through. Very clean, 528, totally unheated, rare. Still comes out of Tanzania, and this one's going to be a quick one to go. 46 points in the diamonds. That's really ideal, and I get it. Again, we actually will change the gold too, so if you want yellow gold instead, be our guest. We will do that gladly for you. I will take the $69.99 peacock Tanzanite and make it a lot more affordable for you. And then we've got Cindy's emerald cut coming up, but this will be, and actually Holly might like this one too. We've got two coming up. I've got the unheated emerald cut, but see how very different it is when it's an emerald cut? You're not going to see as much of the blues and greens. See it there? It's more lavender pinks, which are also still a trademark of different unheated stones. So that's coming up as well, but it's a bridge, and that's going to be a smaller stone. This is the larger classic setting style oval. This one's showing off the most blues and greens for sure, and it's only $2,999. That's it. What happened to our wheel? Where's the center? All right, first collar, then our emerald cut is coming up next. Thank you, this one is sold. Here's our next one. Now it has more blues and, oh, this one needs a major cleaning. Oh, I don't know if I have the tools because I can't get behind it. It needs a little steaming, but I think we helped it along a little bit. So I'm going to give it another cleaning as best I can. But this is our bridge, 1122562. So this one being the fabulous emerald cut, it's actually going to be our 367. It doesn't look any smaller than the last. And here's the proof. This one's already sold, but see the difference here? That really actually, I would say, looks bigger. So you've got a bigger face with the emerald cut because it looks bigger than the 528. This is our 367 emerald cut in the bridge with a carat 11 in diamonds, and that one will be in the white gold only. Stays that way, and it is still coming out of the ground. Yes, that's a great question, Denise. Denise just reached out via Facebook, said, Lola, what's up? Is Tanzanite still coming out of the ground, or is it mined out? It is still coming out of the ground. I have not heard otherwise. I have not heard otherwise. There's a lot of rumors always swirling about it, and, you know, people say things to sell stuff, but no, that will be big international news, and I'll probably be one of the first to hear about it. So no, have not heard anything about extinction, but a lot of people are hypothesizing realizing there may only be a couple years left. So couple, whatever. Obviously I don't have the crystal ball on that, but here we are. And once I get to, if I can find a way to get to Tanzania on my Monday, Tuesday off and get back to you by Wednesday, I'll do it because I'm ready to go. But 367 emerald cut unheated and a carat 11, and we'll blow it out. First caller get this one actually less than $29.99, and this has a lot more diamond weight, more than double the last. I just think the emerald cut is what segments it so beautifully from the lavender blue pinks on the side, and then top and bottom are more of the blue and greens. I'm going to make it $27.77. Yes. Did she get the oval? Perfect. The second I saw it, I went, I think that's the winner. And I don't know Holly personally, but I kind of feel like I know what she likes. So now we're going to try this one on and see if this works for Cindy, because technically it was her request, and then we'll see what she thinks. And oh, well, Denise, this is all part of it. So it's the same mine, actually. So Denise is like, no, Lolo, don't be an idiot. No, I'm talking about this material. It's the same. It's the same material, actually. The difference is this is not a separate mine. That's the same mine. It just doesn't get heating. And it's actually, as a result, really, really rare. It's that counterintuitive thought of because there's a lot of material that comes out of the ground and they, for a long time, get the higher per carat prices, Denise, on the darker material, they tend to heat all of it. So it's actually more scarce now to find the unheated material because in Tanzania, they get it out the ground and heat it. They get it out the ground and heat it. There's really none that escapes the heating process, so you actually don't see as much of the unheated, so it's actually rarer to find. So this actually has a higher value now than a lot of even your really prestige Tanzanite. So it's all the same thing. It comes from the same place. Yeah, it's not a separate mine. There is, let's remind you, only one mine. Okay, so that's $27.77. So that's a great question, though, because you might think, well, that looks very different from Blue Wing, so that probably comes from a different locale, but no. So that's going to be just, again, looks different because it's unheated and gives it kind of that purity and that natural state that we love. Okay, so let's keep moving because we got the $27.77 deal there, and I know we're verifying on that one. And then, yeah, that's a great question you bring up, so I'm so glad that you asked. Okay, we're going to talk about a really, really beautiful diaspora. I was talking about another one source stone that changes color. We're going to get that for you, and then I think we're caught up on requests for the moment, so that just means you can bring a few more in to us, and we will help you out, whatever it is you want to see. But we're already finished with hour one. Only have 2 hours left. That's it. Got to get you in on any request. That's been really fueling our first hour here, and I hope that will continue as well. So we'll be happy to do that for you. Also, and let's see. Yes, we did. Joanne. Hi, Joanne. What's that? Thank you. The opal. Gotcha. Okay. And we've still got our emerald cut here. So the opal's gone. That was in the platinum. Stays in platinum. And then I don't think I have that one, Joanne. I can have them double check. Oh, and I see where you're from, Joanne. Hi, Joanne. I see where you're from, and I love it. I don't know. Guys, can we check if we still have the 3-carat yellow diamond for $15,000? I think it's the oval you're talking about, and I don't think we have it anymore. The oval, 3-carat for $3,000? For are you talking about opals or are you talking about yellow diamonds? Right, you can have that one. Yes, you can have that one. Andy, you're the best one to ask. I don't think, because I think I know what she's talking about. We have Joanne asking for a 3-carat yellow diamond we had for $15,000. I don't think we still have that because the most affordable one I think I have is $18,000, $888. It was one I had yesterday, actually. And it is a cushion cut. Yes? Sure, Susan. Where's Susan calling us from? Susan got the opal and she says, let me see the backside. Here it is. That's the back. There you go, Susan. That is our last probably our last look at that one. I assume Susan's taken that one, so she's got her eye on that prize. Really good one there. And then, of course, we still have the emerald cut Tanzanite if you'd like to get that one. Very clean. Again, Tanzanites don't have clarity issues. So what you see here is just the need for cleaning in the back a little bit. See how it looks smudgy in the back of the facets that are on the sides? That's not the Tanzanite. That just, and I can't get back there because it's got that bridge, so I can't get in there and clean it like I usually can. So that's because the bridge and the undergallery there. But that's a really cool stone. It really shows off the way the double Roman diamonds runs underneath it. So, hey, everybody, welcome to Thursday. Glad you're with us tonight. What a fun show we have had already, and it's going to continue. So if you'd like to get, we've been on a little unheated zoisite roll. These are unheated Tanzanites when they got the blues and the greens to them. Welcome on in. It's Thursday night. We're live from Los Angeles. So glad you're with us. My name is Lauren. This is TVON. And again, Joanne, we are double checking. I don't think we have a $15,000 3-carat though, but I do have an $18,888 yellow diamond that was here that is our best value in our 3 carats, and it is still hanging out here. And it's kind of an ovally cushion. It's got a real soft corner to it. So Joanne in New York, if you are thinking about that one, let me know and we can always bring that out for you. But here we go. That's the Tanzanite. I really think that should go. Then I'm going to kick off the hour here. Hold on, we might have a request, and then we're going to get some Morganite, and we do have a spine, and yep, this is the one. This is the most affordable I have, Joanne. So Joanne A in New York. Here we go. This is the one that is my most affordable in all of our 3 carat range, and I know it might read as an oval. It is more of a technical cushion, but definitely like our Kunzite pendant, it's on the edge there. So that's the only one. I can't remember having a 3 carat actually for 15. I remember having a 2 carat for 15. So that may be where the confusion is. But this is our most affordable 3 carat by far, and it's going to be actually item number 1125,688, and we still have the emerald cut in that bicolor zoisite if you'd like to get it. So I think that one's still here. Questions? Go ahead, Jason. Do you have a question for me? Okay. So we're all set. Tim, you're good to go. Jess, did you get the opal? Susan got the opal. All right. Thank you so much. So thank you to Susan and to Holly. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's talk about the yellow diamond. It's our 302, and it will only be brief. I know it was here just about 24 hours ago, but it's our 302 yellow. It is, again, our most affordable of the 3 carats. Most of the 3 carats we've had of late have been they're a little bit less in the color. They have a little more green to them. That's just a fact. And this is really that sunshine yellow, just what you want. But it's also significantly less money than those other more green stones. So I'm really enjoying the fact that this one is really all about value. It's a 302. It's got all VS clarity in that center, but also all the white diamonds. Those fancy cuts on the sides give you 36 points, 18 and 18 on a half moon fancy cut. You have 90 points the rest of the way. That would be your round brilliance. That would be 90 points there. A grand total of 428. It was $49,999, and now it is no longer. It's no longer anywhere near $50,000. It's actually far better. And don't forget about that big Kunzite, because you do not see $86 a carat Kunzite, especially when they're that size. But we also have this one going down below $20,000, and as I mentioned, it's $18,888. So that is actually our most affordable of the 3 carats. Usually you see, it's true, usually the $15,000 range is a 2 carat. I love the fact you only have to spend about $3,000 more to get yourself a 3 carat plus size, because we know they get exponentially more expensive as they get, especially hitting those big thresholds. Yvette, here's an amazing, amazing stone. It's the only one we have like it. It's called Andalusite. It's got a full GIA cert. Oh, we're going from one rarity to even more rare. Oh, this is just the coolest cut ever. Talk about bicolors. We were just talking about it with unheated zoisites. Now we're in to Andalusite. Item number is 111, 4744. This is one of our seldom moments we're going to see a GIA certified stone. It has a full round. Look at that cutting. Was that the one you were thinking about, Jason? And she's already seen it and she's off the line, so that means we don't need to show it, because I'd rather not spend a lot of time on this unless she's interested. But she's not? Gotcha. Okay, so we'll just pop in the cert. It's never good when they get off the phone line before you even show it. So here we go. So again, that's what it looks like in the cert, of course, very much like it looks like in person. And then one loose stone, 907, and then there's your millimeter, is just basically a 14 millimeter round. And then here it is, that modified step facet within the round, Andalusite. Boy, multiple colors together, really a very rare stone, super clean, 907. We added pear-shaped diamonds on the sides. That would be your 47 points there, and it's also 77 points in round brilliance the rest of the way. So a beautiful piece, and if you want to stick around for a value, well, we got them all night long for the next 2 hours, but this is about as rare as you're ever going to see a stone like this. Let me show you also the way this is finished. We put a full under gallery in the back, but not anything that's going to take away from the great cutting and clarity of the stone. It's got fascinating, because it's, I don't even know how you describe those colors. Is it red? Is it golden? Is it pink? Is it a little bit of lavender? You see north and south, it's got more of those red pinks, and then on the sides, it's got a green color. It is a fabulous rarity. This looks like one of the fanciest cuts I've ever seen, and we do fancy cuts quite often. And you might be thinking, what's fancy about it? It's a round, but then you see, the inside, that beautiful way that it looks when you see it like you do, right straight on, which is how you're going to see it when it's on the hand most of the time. It can be usually either just gray or green or brown or pink. This is really where it's all the colors in one, which is what makes this so unique. So again, very important gem. Let me know if you'd like it. It was at least, well, we'd talk about $39,999, making a lot better than that. I know this is always a confusing one because a lot of people think Andalusia, Spain. That's for the name. You think, oh, it must come from Andalusia, Spain, when in actuality, it's from Guadalajara. So just something to keep in mind on that front, just because I always love the origins of these names. Usually there is some kind of meaning behind most gem names. Keep in mind, it's got a decent durability. It's got a 6.5 to 7.5, so it's a good hardness on the Mohs scale for everyday wear as well. And we'll make it $99.99 to the very first caller who'd like a real rarity that's marked down, and you get the full GIA cert with it, of course. So GIA certified. I'm going to try it on for you as well. Don't forget about that yellow diamond, that big, impressive yellow diamond that is so beautiful. And our orchid ring is here as well. And then we've got color change diaspora, which I always find is most similar to Andalusite. This one's not a color changing stone, whereas diaspora's got a leg up on that front, but it is really, really beautiful. So yeah, and that's good. I'm glad, Joanne, at least we found you the ring you were looking for. That's the difference. Yeah, we've not had a 3-carat for $15,000 in quite some time. I won't say never, but I don't recall one. But a lot of you, you know, a lot of you sometimes, I don't remember every single ring I've ever presented ever. It's always that's a lot to ask, but I don't recall having a 3-carat, but yeah, so it sounds like that's the one Joanne was thinking about, but look how this lights up. That's a beautiful collectible for $99.99 with that GI cert. So a lot of fun to bring out some rarities here tonight, isn't it? See the museum pieces all throughout the show, but very, very unique. So that's such a great stone, the way you're not settling for one color. You really get a lot of different colors all in one. So that just feels right now, I think that got a little more fascinating the further away you are. Isn't it amazing? The cutting is showing off all those different colors. It is like a kaleidoscope that you don't need to turn, right? Usually in order, you still got to do a little work, and not the case with that one. All right, next up, Imperial Topaz discount. So talk about stones that give you more than one color if they're really, really good. This is a blend of colors, and then I love this mounting. This mounting is just so much fun because it's different and it's unique. And we start with a big, big, beautiful band of white gold, and then add the yellow diamonds, bezel set, and yellow gold on top. It's 112-2321, and welcome in again to Thursday night. Let us know. We have about 2 hours to give you whatever it is you can fancy or dream of. So this is the time to make requests known. That's pretty much been what we've done for 70 minutes straight, is show you what you're looking for in requests, which I'm more than happy to do because that makes it more fun, to be honest. So let me know what you'd like to see. If there's anything you're thinking about from hour number 1, let me know as well, because most of those items are still here, so you can go ahead and get a jump start on those. And don't wait on that 3-carat 02 yellow diamond, because that's going to go as well. But this is the 172 Oro Preto. We have really reached, oh yeah, we have reached our destination of major blowout bargain town. And this is one only as it is. Wide band, lots of yellow diamonds, no white diamonds with it. Bringing out the goldens and pinks. This is an all natural one source stone. It is topaz. I got to tell you, it's very confusing, this topaz world, because most of us think topaz is really inexpensive and affordable, and a lot of them are. And then there's this extra, extra rare world of Oro Preto that sits on this pedestal all by itself, and we defer to as the queen of all the topaz world, the precious of all the topaz world. And it's a shame if you just look at it as a topaz. What a shame, because it's not. It is one of the rarest stones in the world, known for just yellow colors. This one is giving you a step up, 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 because it's got golden, oranges, and pinks as well. That's the way it looks, that elongated, beautiful stone. It's a cushion cut. It's a 172. You get 41 points of all bigger yellow diamonds. Look how consistent they are. Look how bright they are. It's in a wider band. Here's what it looks like on. There is a huge blowout price. Get ready. We're kicking it into overdrive, and we've got a whole nother gear when it comes to blowouts and discounts tonight. And this one's not even $19.99. You got a brand new value coming your way. There is only one. The only thing we need to know is your ring size. That is it. That is all. Let's blow it out right now. $1,499 on that one-of-a-kind Oro Preto. And it all started at far, far more. So we are really making you some discounts here tonight. And again, all one-of-a-kinds. I don't think I have anything that's not, except for that 202 diamond spa the yard, I think, is the only thing I've got more than one of. And that's, yeah, it is back. It is back, and it's better than ever. So we're going to show you also a little preview. When it came on the air 72 minutes ago, I was telling you about one thing, and one thing came to mind really quickly, and that was a Tanzanite that is our top Museum Reserve oval that I have had, including my 20 karat oval that I had a long time ago. This one's an even better glow of neon. That's coming up. Keeping it classic, but with pink and white diamonds on the sides. I've only had one blue wing with pink diamonds in recent years, and it was very popular. So I decided, let's put one more together. Let's take one of our museum reserves and put it together, and that's coming up in just a little bit of time. So get ready, top of the hour at 7 o'clock. It's 45 minutes from now. We will show you the beautiful Tanzanite that you just saw, and it will delight you. It really will. And don't forget about the Andalusite. Don't forget about the big yellow diamond or the big Kunzite. Also the diamond ring I'm wearing on my thumb, and getting questions about that. That's how we started the show. It's only $599. So it's a beautiful piece. Now that one's got to go, and I think it will. And then who wants this big opal? A 196 black opal, and there's also a big diamond necklace. Well, this one is just winning in every single way. I've got a beautiful yellow diamond in 18 karat gold. Let's throw in a chain for you. Let's give you the big pendant. Look at that yellow. And it's listed as a, it just listed as a diamond, which is interesting because, oh yeah, a yellow diamond is priced very differently from a white diamond. This is gorgeous. Item number is 112-7594. A pear shape with fancy tapered baguettes and rounds together. This is item number 112-7594, and it is brand new right now. This is going to be one for the ages here. I guarantee you fights on this one. I know it's a quiet Thursday. I get it. Listen, this is the big value you've been waiting on for diamonds. I'm going to come even closer. That's a 1 carat in, let's see, did they just put it all together? Hold on. Let me look because I don't know. Oh, no. They've got 1 carat total weight on the pear shape. Well, there's only one pear shape, so it's a 1 carat pear shape. 57 points of your rounds and your baguettes, in which we can sit here and count them because there are so few, and they're all nice and jumbo large. 3 tapered baguettes, the rest are rounds. 2, 4, 6, 8. 10, 11 diamonds in the white diamonds. That is amazing. Yeah, Denise, Ouro Preto is in Brazil. Yes. One source in Brazil. She's asking about the Imperial. Where's that from? Brazil. Ouro Preto is in Brazil. Only one source in the world. So here's our 18 karat gold. It's 18 karat yellow. Here's the inside. Stamped as such. All your carat weights are there in the back. We're throwing in the box link chain to match, also in 18 karat. So it's a perfect match in the gold colors because there's a difference in 14 and 18 karat. That is a yellow diamond center stone, brilliant cut, and then you have the 57 points in white diamonds, so 157 overall in a beautiful piece that's elongated. This is not small. Let me show it to you on the hand here. From a distance away, the chain is 18 inches, but you can cinch it in, so you can make it shorter if you'd like. That is gorgeous. Oh, I would so wear that every single day of my life. Love that piece. It looks incredibly important. It's 7/8 of an inch, top to bottom. Chain is adjustable. Here's how you do that. It's going to have this little sliding bead. You see there's a little dangling charm, and that's going to be a spring ring closure. This is stunning. It's not even going to be the $79.99 it should. Here's what it looks like on. That's against some bright color. Here's against a skin tone for you. Love the way this chain looks too. It's got these really reflective qualities about it. Let me just see if we can get there as our focus. So how about this one for better than $79.99? Back to the wheel we'll go. Yellow and white diamonds together, but your yellow is your big one. I'm going to give it a little extra cleaning here before I put it back down. Yes. Pearl earrings are gone from earlier. Thank you. Here we go with this one. All you can do is dial in. And no, don't pay $8,000. Not even close. Not even close. It's not 3. Ooh, that's a big turnaround. From 8 to 3, and then we're going to $29.99, $28.88, $27.77. I don't have 1 carat yellow diamonds for this price. Not today, not ever. Not going forward. They're going up, 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 and away, and I mean away out of all of our budgets. Yeah. Oh no, my ring that I'm wearing on my thumb. All right, my thumb ring is gone. Congrats on that one, I love it. Let's make this better than $27.77. First caller, remember it's solid 18K. We're even throwing in an $800 chain as well. It is for one caller. I'll make it $2,699. It's gonna go. And one caller takes it and that's it. And then we've got another request. and it's a good one. Aquamarine in a pendant. Wait till you see it. And this is going to be $26.99. I give that 30 seconds, Tony, and that would be very shocking if that sticks around more than 30 seconds on something that lovely, that well done. I mean, everything about it. We amped it up, 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 up. We gave you the yellow center. We gave you the bright. I'll tell you, that looks bigger than a 1 carat. So that's where I'm confused. It looks, I have a lot of 1 carat yellow diamonds. I've had hundreds over the last couple of years here. I don't know if that's even possible, because that, I know pear shapes present larger to the eye than they do on a scale, but it does not look like a 1 carat stone. It looks so much larger. And you got all the big diamonds around it for $26.99. We'll keep on moving. We've got Keith's request coming up, and it's a big aqua. And we're going to stick with our pear-shaped pendants for a minute here. We're going to go from yellow diamonds to big Sierra Santa Maria, also out of Brazil. And let me see, is that one going to hang out for a minute on its own so I can zoom back the camera? Yes, thank you for behaving yourself, Aqua. And again, another one I'd like to clean from the back, so I'll give it my best shot, because it's, again, aqua is not a stone that's included. So whatever you see there are little smudgy wedgies from the backside. It's just about getting you a nice cleaning there. So again, something I'm going to try to do here for you, but it's 1120944. Don't forget about that Imperial topaz with the yellow diamonds also for $14.99. We still have that big yellow diamond necklace. Again, I'm going to call it a necklace because it's a pendant and chain. So that one's not going to last long for this world. And again, I'm going to keep on moving. You call on pieces. You hear a lot of the pieces from earlier are going as we speak. So make sure you capitalize on those, like the pearl earrings and the diamond band just went out. But here we are with our big aqua. Let me see if I can give it a little extra polish here so you can see the 807 in all its glory. One side is done in mirror finish gold. The other side is done in diamonds. So that's giving it a nice little, just asymmetrical designer detail. And now that I've polished it a little better, you're going to see it here on the hand. We'll give you a look at it. Oh yeah, it looks more like a bright, crisp, $8 million blue diamond. Actually, it would be a lot more than that. I'm definitely undervaluing it. If that were a blue diamond, it would be way more than that. But aqua, again, when you get the best of Sierra Santa Maria, you can see that 1 inch size. It's going to be a hidden bail. It goes right through the top. So this one is going to be, let's take a look at it on the neckline here as well. So you can see even from a distance, did that color just get brighter and richer? Because I think it did. It doesn't need all the light in the world to show off its best color. And you're seeing that now. Back to the wheel we will go. And that's going to have that 1 inch size, stays in the white gold. And I've got a new, oh, see how much better that looks now that I steam cleaned it? Look at that. That's, yeah. I love the intensity at the tip of the stone and the base of the stone. You see that extra fire you get? It's not going to be $7,999 anymore. Come on in. This is that request piece that is not going to go, oh, it's not going to go long on the air before this one's spoken for. And we always have, again, we honor the first caller that says yes, requester or not, because I never know. I'd love to save it for our requester, but I don't know who's on the phone line, so I have to be fair about it. Here's what we'll do. Taking it all the way on down to even, you know what, half is great, but it's $4,000 still. I'm here to show you that no matter what gold, diamonds, and gems are doing, this is still T to the V to the O to the N. And you know us for the values. So it's not going to be $39 or even $29. Brand new markdown. This is it. You're seeing it all night long. I would not move a muscle for the next hour and 39 minutes if I were you. If you like jewelry and you love value, you better not leave me, because we got things happening for the next hour 39 you will not believe. And we're going to make that $2,800. You know what? Skip 28. Skip $28.99. I don't want to do that. I want to make it better than $27.99. Let's go wild here. I'm going to give you $27.77 first caller, white gold only. That is it. You got the 1 inch drop. Obviously, I'm holding it to its side. The bail is at the point. So you're going to wear it with the point facing up, north to south, and you're going to get that great drop that you have there that, of course, we saw is 1 inch in total length. And now that that thing is cleaned up and polished, look how beautiful that is. So that's not going to last. $27.77, and we'll see who's got it. Then we've got the designer Morganite, which is the same family of gems, which I'm going to show you next because this one may be gone, right? I think Jason's looking at that one. So we're going to show you the designer Morganite piece coming up and a lot of pendants on the way here. So that one should be gone at $27.77. That's an 807. Very prestige, gorgeous, rich blue there. And that is going to be, there it is from the back. It's got all these, there we talked about clarity with aqua always, circle cutout details in the basket and the under gallery, which is really, again, Jason, if you're taking that, let me know, because we have got a couple people on your heels here. Half mirror finished gold, half diamonds. Okay, that one's still here, but let's see. We got a lot of people verifying. I'm going to get to the New one, that is the Morganite, and I know we're going to need to zoom back. Thank you. Our yellow diamond necklace just sold. Everything's just going a little bit behind. That means I'm moving fast, and that's good because I need to show you a lot of jewelry. Here we go. Take a look at this. I'm going to zoom back. It's item number 1128027. This is brand new right now. Brand new. I flashed it a couple minutes ago. This is a stone. I wanted you to place your guesses as what that is. I know it's a Morganite. In the middle, we can probably tell the sister to Aquamarine, but this is a platinum piece, 8027, and it's got leaves in satin finish gold, platinum rather, and it's got the rest done in mirror finish, and then that Morganite is a 975 pear-shaped Morganite, 143 of a Paraiba sapphire is what that is. Yeah, isn't that great? Golden, they're calling it. I see a lot of pink to that. I see pinks and goldens together, and that means pink and orange means Paraiba. So you have a 19-point white diamond weight as well, and that's a pendant. I'm going to show it to you on. This one's big. It's also it's a brooch too. Oh, good. They only called it a pendant. It's a brooch and a pendant. I like that. Look at that pretty, pretty piece. Little floral leafy-like design at the base, diamonds sweeping around your Morganite on one side, feels a little bit like that last aqua. Here's the length you're getting overall, which is about 1 inch and 3/4 top to bottom. And this is what it looks like on. Remember, that's a really, really rare sapphire in the on the sides there, right there. That's that Paraiba mixing with those beautiful diamond pinks of our Morganite. And we've got one. Let's take another look at it close up. There is a pin that's curved in the back. So you get this great, it's almost a great way to stabilize it as well as we take it up close here to show you what that's going to look like. And oh, there we go. There's the pin that's curved. And then it's got that beautiful bail. So again, brooch or pendant, that pin in no way interferes with your comfort if you are wearing it as a pendant. So no issue there. And we've got a new piece here. Should be $69.99. It will not be. By the way, the aqua pendant is still here. Stunning. I'm not one for aquas, but then I see a good one like that and I go, never mind, I love aquas. They're so beautiful when they're from that mine. Here's what we'll do. $1,999 on the Paraiba Morganite combination piece. A $7,000 piece we are bringing down, and everything tonight will be, and that is one massive bail. I do want to show you here from the sides. That's going to fit most of your chains. Omegas, DBTYs, yeah, you can utilize, that's a little stabilizing bar as well. But again, you could even, I think you're going to use this as your bail. I don't think there's any need to do any other way, but that's a really good designer piece. So again, more brand new for you. And again, a little more something different for anybody who wants a little extra designer something. So that'll be $19.99. Let's keep on rocking. We do have the, I do have an aqua ring. So interestingly enough, we did bring out an aqua that I happen to think looks really, really good with the pendant we had. Because, you know, the colors are the same, and maybe you're looking for that aqua in the oval. Here it is, 1127362, and of course our world famous saddle designer ring here. So it's got a really good look about it, and that would be that bright blue color and lovely, lovely piece. So again, you let me know what you're thinking about tonight. We've got about 90 minutes, and that's it together tonight until we don't see you till tomorrow night, and we'll do it again. But that's our big aqua. That's a 1127362 item number. It is the beautiful, crisp, bright 404 with a carat 04 in diamonds with it, and that is going to be, we do bridges, we do all kinds of really classics. We do our bridge mountings, we love our halo styles, but this saddle ring is for those that like major gold work. They want a lot of diamonds, they want a lot of big, fill up the hand. Again, if you're into smaller jewelry, this one is definitely, please avoid this one. It is not for you. It's one of the bigger pieces we do, and I've got it down in price. Look at this on the hand. And again, seeing it straight up, you really see what that's all about here with that beautiful color you're getting, the bright blue, that amazing diamond weight that looks like so much more than just a carat 04. And I say just because look at the size of it. The little cleft details, top and bottom, and obviously did gold reach record highs again because it certainly doesn't look like it when we have a value like this on such a substantial ring. Did I get it? Not everyone can handle. Not everyone's got, as someone said the other day, I don't have enough real estate for that ring. So again, it's about what's comfortable for you. But if you like fine jewelry in bigger, bolder looks, this is definitely the one for you. And it's cheap. It is. For what it is, $12,999 ring. That's not going to work in our world here that we do. We are bringing you bigger values, better values, great deals, great discounts. This one's going to be $2,999 only. And that's as good as I can make it. It really is one of those outstanding pieces. And if you had, I know we had a lot of opal lovers pick up some rings earlier. I have 2 opals and a pendant as well. That's another new one. Opals, diamonds, sapphires all together. 2 opals in one. That's pretty fantastic. And then our diaspores here, we've got a really fancy diaspore, 1 source stone there. And so we'll show that to you. Plus we have our new Morganite. That's a new one with the wider band of gold as well. So $29.99 on our aqua. Still have the 8 carat. Now that's what's kind of amazing about that is you see the markdown on that pendant. I'm really serious about getting that pendant out the door. That's a beautiful look. And it's rare to see an aqua get up into that 8 carat size like we had. So just as a reminder, we still have, because I know we moved on, which a lot of people just think you move on, it means it's sold. We're moving on quickly, not waiting for pieces to sell. Most everything's going after the fact. So that's the one I want to remind you of that is an 807 pear shape. That one is still here. And that's got that color, but it's a double the size of what's in the ring. Pear shape pendant. And a great designer style for $27.77. So it's even less to get the pendant in your collection tonight than it is to get the ring. So just a little heads up there. So again, shows you the discounting we're offering. Let's get to it. 112-4021 is another Morganite. Now we saw the pendant, which is still here in the pear shape. Here is the ring, the beautiful pink diamond like. I wish they would have done it in white gold. They did not. I have banned rose gold except for pink diamonds, but again, sometimes one slips in. This is not the look for, I'm going to tell you right now, as pretty as it is, it's still going to look so much better in the white gold, and I'll tell you why. If this was a regular, like pluck a Morganite out of a design house, it's going to be a peachy pink. And therefore, it would be beautiful in rose gold because the peachy pink Morganites look great in rose gold. They're a match. They're an exact match. What we do, when you see the words PC up here, I mean, most people think that means politically correct. Around here, it means private collection. It's actually, technically, it's the PPC. It's the Premier Private Collection. So you're getting a different color entirely to your pink barrel, where it's actually, oh my goodness, pink. Instead of a blushy, kind of peachy color that's barely there, it's actually a true diamond pink color. So this is what the really, really good Morganite of the world actually looks like. It's right here. That's what it actually looks like. That's what you ultimately want to have, is a color like that. So my whole thing is this. Given that it's such a high-end Morganite, you probably want to put in the white gold because it's going to be the best way to show off that color. The rose gold I actually think is a bit of a clash. It wouldn't be if it was standard color, but the rose gold's a bit of a clash here. So not to mention a lot of us like the white gold and wear that more frequently, or yellow gold. So you have a choice up. So let's clear that up, because if it was in white gold, you'd probably get more oohs and ahs. But that's something I want you to choose. Here's the diamonds. They're 3 on each side burnished into the band. And there you can see even how intense, if you look at it from the side, look at how that, it's a pastel, sure, but it really gives you a nice detailed, rich color. And I'm going to go ahead and blow this out. This is a rarity. I know I'm looking at this price tag and these bags. Oh, it's killing me to do this because I know we're all hearing about gold and reading about things and all this stuff economically that is really changing how we shop for things. Well, I'm not going to have it. I'm not going to stand for it. As long as I have the power of the microphone, I'm going to give you the values that I've known to be giving you for 24 years. That is my belief system. Until they kick me out from doing it, I will keep on giving you values. Because I'm looking at this bag and it should be $3,199. I will say no. And we'll just give you a little, just a big old giveaway right now. So come on in if you're thinking about it. Do not wait. This is that wider band. I'm sorry we have no center on our wheel. I don't know, it's just a little off today, so I don't know what's going on there, but I'm gonna try to, maybe just need a little shove. But that's gonna be a really good look, and let me try it on for you as well so you can see the size it's going to give, isn't it? Exactly, it just clashes a bit with the rose gold. It just does. It just does, and if you take any advice I ever give you when it comes to jewelry or gems, please think about getting this in the white gold. If it was in white gold now, it'd probably already be gone at that full $31.99. It's just such a really, it's normally a stone that looks so good in rose, but this is so atypical for this gem. It's just such a bigger, brighter, bolder, think pink diamond all day. I did bring out the Carat 02 the other day. It's a $70,000 ring. It's our Carat 02 pink diamond. It's great. It's 70 grand if anybody would like it. It's a huge discount on a 102, but this is that color. If you're thinking I would love to get a big pink diamond, but $70,000 for a 1 carat, it's great. I can't do that. Please think about getting one of these pink Morganites because it does give you that look. It gives you that same, you're seeing the flash from a distance on the hand. what a dynamic, beautiful, bright look it gives. It's not even 3 or 2 or even, you know what, let's just really get it out the door as we reach the halfway point. Yes, that big Tanzanite is coming up at the top of the hour. We're only 27.5 minutes away, so get ready for that. But this is going to be only $999. I want to send it out. And this is not some flimsy little itty bitty band. No matter what color you get, you're going to get a substantial, heavy, really impressive and important gold weight to it. And that's what's so, look at that. How about that? It's casting that pink, rich color onto the white paper below it. That's so impressive how it's doing that. And it's only $999. I'm going to give it 60 seconds. That'll go. And that's with all that mirror finishing. I love the fact we did burnishing in the diamonds there, so you get diamonds that are not set with prongs, but instead they carve away the gold to set the diamond perfectly in so that it can set at the surface. Some people call them gypsy set. I like burnished. Again, they mean the same exact thing. This is those corner prongs for our square cushion cut, and it is maybe going out the door right here and now. Not going to be long for this world when you see an and I got to be honest with you guys, with everything going on in the jewelry world and really the world, you know, it's not just the jewelry world. It's really tough to make jewelry under $1,000. It's really tough to make sterling silver jewelry for under $1,000. So again, this is the value. So many of you have been saying, I know if anybody can still give me a value on some of the world's most precious, precious, precious commodities that are not slowing in the increase of their value and their prices, it's TVON. And I think that we are doing that right here and now. Take a look at it one more time, $999. Let's see who's got it. That should be gone, long gone. And again, please, take my advice, get it in the white gold. Yellow gold's also a bit of a clash, I think. I think the yellow gold's a little harsh for a pink stone like this. So I really think you think about the white gold and you'll love the way the diamonds look within it, and you're gonna love the way it contrasts with the pink, the true perfect pink of that Morganite. But that is a fabulous piece at $999. So only, again, one chance to get it. We'll see who's got it. And then, again, looking at a lot of great pieces that still are remaining here that you can get a hold of, like the Orchid ring with the mehenges. We loved our opals, but I do have a crystal opal that's got a golden base color to it. And I'm going to take a sip of water. It's about that time when I'm about 95 minutes in. I need a little something. So since we don't have the commercial to roll, I'm just going to go ahead. Although that would be a great idea. Should we run like advertisements like once an hour to make up for these discounts? Because we're certainly not going to profit on the jewelry with what I'm doing, right? Maybe we need to rent out our airtime for commercial ads. That's right. So I could also just take a drink. But again, and not annoy you, because I know many years ago, someone really was upset that they were very upset that they had to listen to me take a sip of water. And I thought, now come on. We don't have commercial breaks. I don't have 8 co-hosts. Just give me some grace here. So I'm going to take a little sip of water. You're going to grab the Morganite, and then we'll show it a great piece coming up next. And I try to do it quietly. I could guzzle, but I try. All right, so let's move on. We've got a really, really pretty mandarin as well, and Malaya garnet. Oh, I bet you we want to see the color change scheme before long. Let me know if you like this one, our pink Morganite in that cushion guard square. It looks like a pink diamond all day. It does. I don't have a 2-carat pink diamond, but if I did, it would look a lot like that. And here we go. There's the color change. Oh, I'm sorry. What's happening now? Anybody feeling like nodding off on a Thursday night? You need a little shot of espresso? No, you can't. It's too late for that. We can't do that. We can't. We got to just bring the gemstone. Like, do you ever feel like jewelry just gives you that energy? Yes, Jason, do you have a question for me? 975 Morganite. Are you talking about the big pendant? Yeah. What about it? You're taking it? Oh, who got it? Stays in platinum. Thank you. She'll love it. Oh, good. She'll love that piece. All right. So our pendant, Morganite pendant and ring are gone. Here we go with, are we ready for this? I don't know if I'm ready for this. That is, should I say it? Yeah, should I say it? Can I say it? So I debuted this stone in 2017. Give yourself a little gold star if you're with me. In March, on a Sunday morning, in March of 2017. Doesn't sound like that long ago until you realize, oh no, that was actually, what, am I right? Was that really 8 years ago? Holy cow. So if you were with me in March of 2017 on a Sunday morning, when I debuted this stone to the world, well, it's item number 7805. I've had a number of them since. They were here in March. We debuted them in one day. Gone, every single one of them. That was one batch. They went on, think of it like a little gem hiatus for a while. It was just many, many years that we just were up here every day talking about jewelry and gems and never saw one. And then a couple, I would say, what was it, maybe 8, 9 months ago, we had them back. And not the same ones, obviously, but a better color, a better quality, a crisper, brighter. They used to be really, really dark green, like think bottle green, really, really dark, couldn't barely see through them. Now, this new batch has been lively and bright. Wait, I have one more thing to say. One more thing to say. My whole point of telling you about this was all those stones in totality, from the first batch 8 years ago to this more recent batch in the last 8, 9 months, that stone, this stone, the best one we have seen. Hands down, the best one. Color, brightness, brilliance, gorgeous, vibrant, everything. It is dispersive beyond. Take a look at it. It's so wild, and it's done with a wide band because what are we doing? It's like every ring is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Somebody needs to tell our jewelers. We got gold at $3,200 an ounce. Look at these rings. They're massive. Oh, I love it. Yellow gold, white gold, rose gold, you decide. I'm just going to go ahead and do something crazy. Call me early. Just let's give it away. Let's give the thing away because I'm looking at the price tag and I don't love it. So $69.99 is not going to do it. I know that stone is so deserving. You have heard me say it. I'm going to go ahead and just tell you right now that stone deserves every penny of $69.99. It's a 102. It's a radiant cut. It is fabulous. Look at that. I'm barely moving it, and look what it does. And again, this is when we get you a little overhead view. This is when you look directly at the stone. All the round brilliant diamonds are burnished into that band. They're in different sizes. There's that burnishing again. Only more of them needs polishing. Yellow gold, white gold, rose gold. Nobody's on the phone lines for this stone. Let me make you a deal. If you call me early, like right now, and yes, I'm going to try it on while I polish it. If you call me now, I'm just going to give you a price. And I'm not one for off airs because I think that's sketch. As the kids would say, it's sus. I don't like doing off airs. I just feel like what is there to be shy or secretive about? Let's shout the price tags and the values from the mountaintops. Because why? Why shouldn't everybody know what kind of values we have? And everybody should get the great value. Shouldn't have to be a, oh, okay, you're that VIP. No, everybody gets a value. Everybody gets a value. I don't care if you've been shopping here 10 years or you've been shopping here 10 minutes. I want everybody to get the value. And I think it's really unfair when it's an off-fair price and everybody calls in and you get a different price depending on who you are. No, or you're the big spender, so we're gonna charge you more. No, let's just give you the rock bottom best value I can to whomever wants it. And that's why I'm gonna ask you to call in right now. I'm about to drop this price, and I'm looking at the best one. Do we have, Tim, are you thinking about this one already? Because that stone is worth calling in early for. I know, it needs a little perfecting on the polish, but again, written the note about it, we're good to go there. Yellow gold's fine, rose gold's fine. I like it in the white gold or the yellow. The color change spoons, we've seen enough of them now where you probably have a good idea and feel for what color gold you like the best. But do we have anybody thinking about it? I promise you, call me in early. The reason I'm going to do that is not to give you an off air. I'm still going to share this price tag with the world, but I know how quickly it's going to go because of the price that I'm going to bring it to. So I want to make sure you're ready to go so that you can say yes before everyone else does, because trust me, it's going to go, and that is the best and brightest. And a lot of people have said just that. I really want one of those stones that has the brighter greens, so I really, in all lights, can see that brighter green that's then going to disperse with all the rainbow colors. But let's also not forget that this stone changes color. So the greens go to reds when you're in a different lighting. So it's even better. It's more rare. It's one source. It's all those things. And we're going to blow it out right now. One caller. Tim, are you thinking about this one? Okay. We have two people on the lines now because we got another caller here. We have got two people ready to go. And I need you ready to go, because when this is gone, it is gone. And I promise you, there's more gold and diamonds. Can you tell I'm hedging a bit? Because I don't know if I should go this low. but I'm going to. I have no fear. But I'll tell you this. We have, okay, you're thinking about it? Uh-oh, well, now we got too many people on the phone line. Someone needs to hang up because I don't have a lot of rings here. Do you think I have like 3 rings? No. I don't want too many people. They're all going to be disappointed. All right, operators, here's what I'm going to do. I'm giving this the greatest price of a lifetime. Tim, who's thinking about it over here? Thank you for calling early. Suzanne, what about you? Jason, do you have someone thinking about this color change spine? It's the best I've ever seen. I've been showing them here and there for 8 years, we've established now. Brought it to the world for the first time ever. I'm not talking about TVON had it. No, I'm talking about the world had never seen this until I brought it in 17. And Suzanne's thinking about it. You're thinking about it over here. Jason, who's that? They're thinking about it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Here's what I'm going to do. We got a better price coming your way, and I don't care how much gold is in it. We are really talking about the spine of a lifetime. The color changing variety, the beautiful finishing on the inside. Let me make sure we cover all the bases here so you can say yes. The great depth of gold it has on the back, even through the back side. I know it needs rhodium. Almost every piece I show you does. I have the note about it. It'll be perfectly perfected. I just want to make sure we get you the value because really it's all about that stone. And I come from a background of selling a lot of loose gemstones as well, but never had this to sell or offer loose ever. Because again, nobody even knew this existed until we brought the private collection here in 2017. And it's only been here a couple of times, and this is the best stone by far I have ever witnessed, and we're not gonna do 69 or 59. Or 49 or 39 or 29. I really, really want to make this easy because most of the time we have to spend more to get the very, very best. I think of it in cars, I think of it in houses, I think of it in, yes, jewelry. Usually you have to spend so much to get the best, and it's just not happening here. It's not going to be even 29. If you want it, say sold, get it at home. If that isn't the best spine you've ever seen or the best stone for dispersion you've ever seen, send it on back to me. And write me a personal note because I will tell you right now, this is one for the ages and it's not even $2,500. There's more gold if you take out the stones and melt the thing down. We're gonna make it better than even 25 or 24 or 23. I know I'm going way too low. You'll have to forgive me, oh gold world. I get it. I know what diamonds are doing. Now they put like 40% tariffs on diamonds. So again, your diamonds are gonna be getting more expensive. Let's not do that. It's not going to be 23 or 22 or 21 or 2,000 bucks. I'll make it $19.99 and we'll see who's got it. It's just an insane value for one of, I mean, again, this is a ring that's a wide band. It's not one of the best. It is the best spine I've had. And this is a stone that is highly dispersive. Here's what it looks like on the hand as well. So we can see it then one more time there. And that is a 102. But with the power of that brilliance and that dispersion, all that gorgeous color, that is not going to last. And I'll give it 60 seconds and we'll see who's got it. $19.99. And thank you for being with us to see these amazing pieces because tonight has really been a real showcase of some of the absolute rarest in the world. And I think we're all, hopefully you're feeling the energy at home of showing really amazing pieces because that's what this is about. And again, lifting it up to show you that quality that you're getting is really impressive. They're far darker than this normally. It's still here if anybody would like it. It's $19.99. I did take $5,000 off that price tag for you just to make sure that we can get it a great home here tonight before we go. But I know for anybody who just does not join us on Thursday nights, wow, are they missing quite the party here. I must say, it is definitely a lesson in do not miss a Thursday. This is where we get the weekend kind of rolling. We're all looking forward to Friday. It's coming up. And this is really intense here. That stone, it's still here. Again, it's the best I've had in Spain by far. I don't know how many exactly I've had, but it's been probably 100 stones. And it really is the one that's the most lively and bright. Tim, you did not get it? Nope. All right. It's here. So guess whose house it's going to? It's going to 3. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to give my address on national TV, but I got to tell you, it's coming home with me. It's coming home. So that's one I've been able to privilege to show it and bring it and debut it to the world and never have been actually lucky enough to get one. So again, there's a great chance when I'm shopping the show, I think that really is, I think, a testament to these values. But $19.99. Okay. And I know the band doesn't look so great. I get that. It needs rhodium. I understand that. So where you see that looks kind of right there, that just needs rhodium. It's a very tough thing to see in person. So again, note made, Yellow gold's fine. That's where we would actually take that stone, put it in a different mounting entirely. I am shocked that that is here at $19.99, but hey, it's what's happening. So it's your chance to pick it up, and maybe it'll be like everything else where it's just going to go after the fact. We move on to the next piece and then it goes. So totally up to you. I know we're all waiting for that top of the hour in about 13 minutes. I got the big Tanzanite with the big pink diamonds coming up, and you know I'm going to have to bring that a value. This is not a show where we can hope to get even cost on anything. That's for sure. Okay, so here's our next crystal opal. We had all the black opals earlier. Here's our golden-based crystal opal. Mighty, mighty large ring here. Big time. We're going to zoom way back because that last band we had was quite substantial. This one getting even larger, as you can see. Item number is 112875. Welcome to the party. It's Thursday night here at TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. We got an hour and change left. In 12 minutes at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, you got 12 minutes to wait. I hope you can hang out with me so we can bring out this best of blue wing. I got a whole story to treat you to, a really, really important history behind this stone and the reasoning behind why we added what we did to make it so special. So please stay with me for that. It's only 12 minutes. If you need a snack, please go get it and then come back. If you like great golden based opals, here's your 658 crystal opal with 6 points and diamonds around it in this very large mounting. Last time we saw this mounting was with one of our Paraiba crystals in quartz. So I think it's an important mounting despite the lower diamond weight, because it's got a whole lot of gold. And you know what's more expensive than diamonds right now? Gold. Until they implemented tariffs today on the diamonds. So those have now become, it's kind of like they're all fighting to be which one's going to be more expensive. So obviously, we don't abide by any of that because this was made not today. So it's not something we have to worry about, and that's where you're going to get the value. Let's take a look at it from a distance on the hand here. It's usually a little better light to see the opals in, and definitely here you can see that is the same stone, just took it up from here to here, and you can see that gorgeous color it's giving. It's got a more golden base, which is why the yellow gold was selected for the mounting. It's got little lightning, looks like rainbow and lightning. Two things you would see in the sky that are very fleeting, wouldn't you say? Probably rainbows lasting a tad bit longer than lightning strikes. But it feels like rainbow lightning, doesn't it? And yet it's all shifting and moving, and guess what? That never goes anywhere. You don't have to worry about that fading away. It's not going to be fleeting for a moment or two and ooh and ah, and look at the sky. It's going to be there forever because here's your natural precious stone. A play of color, phenomenal opal that is just about as ridiculously good as it gets. You see it all there too. Look at that. Just a fantastic piece, all finished in the back, but still open enough. And I always say finished, we're putting the border underneath the stone, but we wanted it to be finished, but not completely covering the stone because it's fun to see how your opal is natural through and through, I think, because that proves that you've got that natural opal, no doublets, no triplets, nothing like that. And we're going to go ahead and blow it out for you. This is how we do it. It is a mega $49.99 piece, taking it a whole lot lower than that. Give me a call right now. We've got one only in the world. It's going to be $1,499 instead, and with a whole bunch of beautiful details there, like the mill grain, the details around those diamonds, the triple, well, it's a triple split shank, but in sections. It looks like a little, almost like a lily or a little Eiffel Tower on each side, and then these bookends of mirror finished gold that meet up with their texture. So it's a really well done piece, and $14.99 is your price tag on that one and one alone. Now we've got the opal pendant, the dual opals. I did bring out, okay, there's a really, really fine sapphire. Lately, I've been bringing out blue star sapphires. It has led naturally a lot of you to put blue sapphires back on the radar, but it's a lot of times what you're asking for are the faceted stones. Look at this. So we have got a very large faceted blue sapphire. What so many of you, who was it? Justine was asking, Richard was asking, we had Sarah asking, a lot of you were asking me recently, and just going off the top of my head here on folks that were asking me for more faceted blue sapphires. But again, a tricky stone to get in top quality because you want to see those bright blue colors. I would say that is definitely present here. Beautiful bright royal blues. It looks like, speaking of the royals, that's not what we call it royal blue, that's a color distinction. Just like there are a lot of blue colors, but you know, every color blue is a little different. This is really the color that the royals do happen to love, is the royal blue. And so royal on two fronts. 7408 is the item number, so it's brand new right now. But I hope you don't fault the fact it's brand new. I can't just bring you the same old jewelry every single day. If that was the case, I could take a break and we could just run tapes, right? We could do that, like some of those other people do. But we're not. We're bringing you new. But I don't want you to think new and think like that's the new, so it's going to come with that big old price tag. No. Please take every individual presentation in the totality of what the piece is, what you know it should be, what you know, use that gemstone knowledge that I know you have from watching me and everybody else on TV, hawking jewelry, right? Take what you know and think about where we are and what really that should be. Because in the past, I've had sapphires like this. They're $7,500 and more. The most recent example I had was over $12,000. I can't show it to you. It's sold. It was $12,000 for this kind of color. This is your 164 sapphire. It does have a carat 11 in diamonds as well. That is the bridge mounting, showing off that beautiful clarity. Not something you would find very often in a rich royal blue, but we have it here for you. And it's not going to be, oh look, $79.99. Exactly where they usually are in this size. And that's our carat 64 at Ceylon. Royal blue. This is from Sri Lanka. Obviously, that part of the world recently, and I just want to say very, very quickly, boy, has that part of the world been rocked with natural disaster. And political strife is one thing that's been going on in that part of the world for many, many years now. But gosh, are we thinking of the folks, especially in nearby Myanmar, especially with the earthquake that hit. And don't think that these types of situations, as they do, they have a ripple effect. They certainly do. It is something that is devastating to the gem community because lives are uprooted. We've all gone, well, not all, but many of us have gone through that in Los Angeles. So we know what that's like, where Mother Nature can kind of take life and really, turn it upside down. And so again, these are things that, you might not think that anything so far away on the other side of the world could affect what we see in jewelry and gems, but it does. And when you get a stone like this, where we're not about to go to Australia, love Australia for their opals, don't love them so much for their sapphires. They've got, Thailand has sapphires, a lot of sapphires, but not something you're going to see very often here because the quality is just not up to snuff. So what we're bringing you here is really that amazing, amazing quality that, again, is, I would expect it won't be long before we see a real, again, uptick on pricing on an already highly valuable stone. So again, if you want that best quality, you're really looking at it. And that's what I love, is that there's really no need to worry ever, well, which one should I select? Because if you're watching our show in these 3 hours, you're always going to be treated to the very best quality. Always. So if whatever the category is, from rare and exotics to more common stones. I know you've heard of sapphire. I can't say this is the rarest stone in the world that you've never seen at a jewelry store and you're only going to find here. But when you think about all the many, many rungs of quality that are out there, that's what's going to be where sapphires struggle. There's so many sapphires that are those blues that are really just, where the sapphires, do you see the bottom of the screen here where it's a black background? That's what most of your blue sapphires look like because they're simply too dark, too navy, too overly saturated. And a lot of times we love saturation. We love it in Tanzanites. We love when saturation gets more vivid in a lot of stones. But with sapphires, it can just turn where it gets far too much saturation. So let's blow it out. I'm going to make it, let's go under $3,000. $29.99. First caller, white, yellow, rose gold. You get to select your favorite gold color, get it delivered to you for free. And how about this, even better than 29 or 28 or 27, the September birthstone, the beautiful classic that is royal blue at its best. The clarity is there. We'll blow it out for 27. You know what? 27.77 is great. Every time I drop a price, it's more money lost, but more value for you. And that is really what the idea is. Still got to find a way to make fine jewelry affordable. We're doing that right here, right now. It's not 27 or 26 or 25. I've had so many sapphires in my career. They're one of the most expensive stones you can get when they're of this quality. It's not 25. Yes. Thank you. Are you talking about the pendant? Pendant's gone. Let's go $24.99 on this one and get the sapphire home. And thank you so much. Kunzite pendant. Like I said, a lot of pieces are going from earlier because I know this is still an early start time. We changed our schedule many months ago, and I know it still is definitely an adaptation. I'm not adjusted to it fully either, so I know we have a lot of folks that join us later, so it means that pieces from earlier start going very rapidly. We see it every single show, including the weekends, which are at the same time. So again, make sure you're calling on any pieces you want to grab before somebody else does, as we are getting rapidly close here to the top of our last hour for our Thursday. Bringing you a big old value, $24.99 on our Sapphire A Classic. Here's what it looks like on the hand. White, yellow, rose. I don't know. I love the yellow gold too. It's definitely a toss-up, I think, between your yellow and your white. White diamonds at a carat 11 look great in this bridge. If you want to add a little richness, we know the yellows and the blues look great together. So $24.99 on that one. Let me know who'd like it. We are about 3 minutes away from our Tanzanite, which is a different type of blue, a blue, purple, red combination. Also have a very impressive opal here for you still to get to. And anything else? We still have a couple aquamarines, both our pendant and our ring, the Andalusite, the 302 yellow diamond, the peacock Tanzanites we had with yellow diamonds are here. The fabulous yellow zoisite. We had a golden yellow zoisite, our men's wall of diamonds, and our orchid ring. Oh, that orchid ring. Please explain to me. Again, I was a little bit surprised that the Mahenge spinel and 213 orchid ring is still here. Well, if you missed it, because again, a lot of people joining us about this time of the night, because this is about when we get our viewership, is this ring, the orchid ring with the big old Mahenges with the 213. There are very few rings that we have that get up and over the 2 carat mark in diamonds. This is one of them. And a substantial amount of gold. Just a quick recap here before we get to our top of the hour and that big Tanzanite to come along with it. But this is wild, is it not? 40 points in Mahenge, 213 in the diamonds. Really important ring. Yes, it's wider. Yes, it's very east to west. Yes, it's going to be one of the bigger diamond weights we see, but perfectly replicating the orchid style floral. And that's what I'm going to show you on the hand again. It's just beautiful on. It really gives you this very high-end couture look, no question about it. Makes me think of some of the more popular floral rings we've seen as focal points in movies and in pop culture, and really important florals that even have $40,000 and $50,000 and $60,000 price tags when they're just straight up diamonds. But this is not straight up diamonds, and a lot of you might go, yeah, but it's 40 points in Mahenge. It's 40 points in Mahenge. They're big rounds, they're stunning, and they're really, really rare. And those are big sizes for Mahenges. Remember, they don't come in big sizes. Those 10 points on average each are big sizes in this rare exotic gem that was only discovered in 2017, or 2007 rather. It was 2017 for the Sphenes, 2007 for the Mahenge. So both very, very young gemstones, but completely mined out. And this one's going to be a very, very special look. And yep, 213 in diamonds, and that one's down to $24.99. So now we have 2 options, either our blue sapphire in our bridge, or you can go ahead and take the fabulous Mahenge spinels in the floral. Thank you so much for being with us. Top of the hour is a-coming, and we've got our last hour left for our Thursday. We see you again Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights, 5 to 8 p.m. Pacific time, and then, of course, on Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Those are 3-hour shows. They all are. So you can grab us, catch a glimpse of great jewelry, the best in the world, as a matter of fact, and the evenings on the weekdays on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then our weekends in morning or afternoon, just depending on where you happen to live. Morning out here, afternoon on the East Coast. Okay, so let's get to it. $24.99 on the Orchid. We're about ready because it is the top of the hour. 7 o'clock straight up. Glad you're with us tonight. Hi, everybody. It's so nice to have you with us. Good to see you out there. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We have 1 short hour left. And what I'm about to kick it off with is gorgeous, divine. This is one that is really combining. Let's see. How do we go classic, but with a twist? How do we upgrade you, but give you something you can wear? How do we give you the very, very best Tanzanite we've ever had? Oh, wait, it's TVON. You're always going, best is always here. Blue Wing Block D is all we've shown you for 6.5 years. What I have here is the very pinnacle of all of our Blue Wing Block Ds we've ever had in an oval, in a size I have been desperate to show you. This is the 6 carat 80. And please reserve any judgment until you see it on the hand up close, from far away, up close and personal, because we made sure that this is a larger stone at almost 7 carats, which gives you all-out collectability, but we kept it really wearable with the way we designed the ring and the band especially. So we left it as one big old band. But you know what we did? We added 3 rows in diamonds, and we really upgraded you on the diamonds, because we're going to go ahead and throw in some of the most lavish. This is just a stone I get lost in it. Every time I look at it, I'm sorry, I'm distracted and I'm not looking at you, and it's so rude to not make eye contact with you. But honestly, this stone, you're going to find yourself a little lost, a little distracted by its beauty. It really is true. The vibrance, the neon, the incredible, the strength of blues and purples and reds together is second to none. It's a 680. We've really upgraded here because we wanted to keep it classic. We wanted to give you a few extra, we really poured in a lot of love to this one. A lot of workmanship because there's 2 tones of gold, there's 3 rows in diamonds, but this is something you asked for. There is a rare, rare, rare diamond called a pink diamond that around these parts are natural from the earth, not treated or heated or bombarded or radiated or any kind of coating, but actual natural stones from the Argyle mine, which no longer exists in Australia. The best mine, by the way, forever that's existed for colors of diamonds is from the Australian Argyle mine. But it shut down a few years ago, so there's no hope in getting any more. This stone has so much vibrant, pronounced red. We decided that, and this has only happened once before that I can recall, and it was fairly recently, and a lot of you wanted more of it. So we added a row of pink diamonds to the sides. Argyle mine, genuine from the earth, no heat, no treat. I mean, the treat's for you. No treatment, because it's all pink diamonds on the sides, flanked by white diamonds. It is outstanding. And when you want to go classic, but you're willing to go have a little something extra, this is it. I'm going to move our orchid ring to the side and bring you a really, really special blue wing block D. It may have fingerprints, I must warn you, because I've been wearing it and enjoying it and loving it. But look at this. This is one we're going to come in a little closer and watch what this does for the reds. I've been telling you it's coming up at the top of the hour. We have arrived. We have truly arrived. Now you're getting the rose and the white gold together. This is the most harsh light that is possible. And yet look at the saturation. Told you there's a story behind this stone. I'm so excited to share it with you. It's 1128047. First of all, stays as is. This is the combination of rose gold and white gold together. And you're getting this outstanding material. Look at that stone. And then the rose gold prongs and basket meets up with the 2 tones of gold in the band itself, which is nice and wide. And it gets a little wider as it goes up to that basket too. And isn't it amazing that yes, we have red flashes, but it's the pink diamonds that I think are really accentuating and bringing out that red flash, so it's all making sense working together. It's our 680 and it's a museum reserve. I told you we're kicking off the big weekend party here on Thursday night. Well, we have done that right now. It's I've got some diamond weights for you. We have 18 points on the pink and another 39 points in the white diamonds, and that is not about diamond weight overall as much as it is about how we achieved it, how we got there, and the material we used. And when they're mined out, and the Argyle mine pinks are, they're getting more and more difficult. Think about it. What if remember when we were kids, now I know we probably all grew up in different eras, right? Some of you are much younger than I am, I'm sure. When we grew up, one of my favorite things to do was a scavenger hunt. And there would be little clues, and you know, it's organized by somebody, and you'd have to go on a scavenger hunt and find the things, and use the clues, and use, you know, critical thinking, and think outside the box, and maybe use those clues to find what you needed. I feel like if I sent us all, and myself included, I'm going to include that as someone who's in the business, if I sent us on a scavenger hunt to find pink diamonds, natural, first of all, let's get that out of the way, natural pinks, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? I'm in the business, been in the business most of my adult life here. I don't have a connection or a wholesale dealer to get natural pinks anymore, because everybody I know who used to deal in them 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 2 years ago, they're done. They have sold them all. And that's happened as a result of the news. When that Argyle mine shut down, they were popular before that, don't get me wrong. But when the Argyle mine shut down, a lot of really, really forward-thinking gem collectors said, I better get my pinks now, because I know what's going to happen. It's supply and demand. It's something I learned in, like, I don't know, sophomore year of high school in history class, or economics rather. We learned about supply and demand. Basic concept, I could wrap my head around that. The lesser supply there is of something, yeah, the demand goes up, and then usually so does the price. That's what's happening with pinks. And honestly, if I gave you a Rolodex, so to speak, basically a contact list that I shared with your iPhone, if I airdropped you right now a contact list of every diamond dealer I know, and I probably got 200 of them on my phone, there's not a one that's going to find you a natural pink. It's part of the reason why everyone's trying to force you to buy lab grown now, because how else are you going to get anything in pink diamonds? So that may not seem, this line right here, these 2 lines, might not seem like something all that important, but it actually is one of the most important parts of the entire ring, is the fact you have those 18 points in pink diamonds and the way they're consistent and matched and a really good saturation level. All that said, I just don't want to gloss over that, because that's a big deal in today's gem and jewelry world. And yet $680, and here's what I'll do. We got a $99.99 price tag on it. The stone is remarkable. It's a stone that I know we set aside on day one, way back in 2018, when we had the arrival of this TVON exclusive of Blue Wing Block D Best in the World Tanzanite. Nobody else. I know a lot of people like to say we have the best. We have the best. No, we have the best. We have the best. Well, if it's lighter, it's not the best. If it's light lavender color or just a little purple, it's not the best. You got to have Blue Wing Block D. It's the literal best that's ever been mined in all the years that the Tanzanite mine, the one only, has been producing. And yet we have got it exclusively, but very little. And now we're going to bring you the great value. And you know what we haven't done all night long? And boy, I've been waiting on this one because I thought, to be honest, I bet you $99.99 it's going to be gone in quick. Maybe 30 seconds and it's gone. Somebody, you know, a real hawk for gemstones comes in, sweeps in, takes that piece. We're going to put it on the auction block and really get you a value. So that, I know we're used to seeing some big values around here, keep that going for you. Make it even better than you even expect. Make it that discount, make it that, just again, when you talk about pink diamonds, white diamonds together, what you're adding up there is almost 60 points. The triple row, the 2 tones of gold, which just stays as is, it's gonna be mostly white that you see, that's on the outsides. It's the basket and the rose gold, and then all the setting for the pinks in the rows there. Let me try it on again. You can stack around it. We have had a pink diamond wonder ring. We've had on a white diamond wonder ring. I'm going to put it on the auction block. You could easily, you see how you could add those, and you see the reds becoming more prominent now. How about better than even? Okay, we got to get to it, guys. $5,000. Can you imagine if I had the ability to make that $49.99? If I had that ability, I would do it. Instead, I use the auction format because that's how we get around going under cost. I have to take it under cost if we're going to get activity on the phone line. So instead of 5 or 45 or $4,000. And remember, that's a 680, and this is a very important stone, and I have yet to tell you why this stone is important. When there was, and again, this was the gentleman who mined the stones himself. He has been traveling the world, by the way, talking about Tanzanite. I'm going to be meeting with him. I think he's coming back into North America, in Los Angeles specifically. I believe it's next week, so I will get a new update. Actually, for somebody who was asking if Tanzanite's still being mined, I'll probably have an update on that next week because he's there a lot and he's got all the connections. He's one of the original miners of the material. So he is the gentleman that had the foresight to save these, keep the collection. He was going to keep it as his own until he realized, again, the friendships that he has with the owners of our network, who have been some of the biggest gem collectors in the world ever. They teamed up. We're bringing them exclusively to you. We're almost done with them, but this is the stone that was miner's choice. Okay, so the miner who mines them, he's there on the ground. He collected them. He saved them. We had the Queen stone. We had the owner's collection. I know I had my stone that I actually sold the other day. It was a couple weeks ago. I sold my pick. This is the miner's choice. So not only is it museum reserve, it is the miner's choice, and it's something that we, to tell you the truth, wanted to save for him, and we wanted to present to him as a thank you. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Trust me, we have thanked him profusely. We share with him all the time your love. A lot of you who write in emails and reviews, we send those off to him. We do share those with him. I know he gets a real kick out of seeing the pieces on the air and then really enjoys seeing your feedback on them as well once you get them at home, because he was really generous and kind to choose, because he didn't have to. He was really kind to choose to share them with you and I. And it is my great honor to get to share them with you. And hopefully that's where I take my job very seriously on getting you value, because it's one thing to admire something from afar. It's another thing to say, you know what, I like it, I'm going to own it. And that's what I'm really working hard to do here, even as they go up in value, as the rumors are swirling about the mining and the production getting very limited. And let's go $3,500 to get this started on a really important miner's choice. This is his choice. So what we were going to do was save it. And then the demand has been really overwhelming for really top quality stones of late. The demand has been really significant. So we wanted to bring it out to you. And we have. And we said it in an important way. His other love, by the way, is pink diamonds. So there was another little feature. Not only are they rare and special and really bring out the red flashes, but also keep in mind, he was actually a gentleman that went over, and because he's a really well-known miner, and he's obviously not, you don't typically in this business just do one mining operation. After he had left the Block D, when the Block D was expired, he left. And he wasn't involved in Tanzanite mining until much later. He actually did spend some time in those final days, and he's up there in age a little bit. Mining is something you have to be quite, let's say, you have to have a lot of vitality, a lot of bravery, a lot of courage, a lot of strength to be in the mining business. And as you get a little older, it tends to be something that usually you retire from on the early side because it's very taxing. It's a bit dangerous and it's very taxing on the human body. And it can be a little even disorienting. So as you get up in age, typically you retire sometimes at the age of 40 or 45 in mining. He was actually one of those pioneers there at the end of the Argyle mine. So we wanted to pay just a nice little homage to him with the pink diamonds as well there. So again, collector's miner's choice, collector's stone, and with the pink diamonds added for that. And then just beautiful together, because you've also seen it once recently and loved the pink diamonds with it. Let me try it on again. Notice we did also show our love by putting a little scroll heart design in the gallery. We are verifying 35. So let me show that to you on the hand. It's a little easier to show you that way. The side profile has a little extra love, just a little extra love and care in that heart-shaped design. Let me put my hand behind it. It's a little easier to see. So a little heart-shaped design on either side of this, what we call the basket or the gallery. And you've got then the white. You see that beautiful scroll work here into the white gold. On the sides, there's your triple row, white, pink, and white. And then we're going to do, actually, do you have the open at 35? We are verifying. And we've only got one bidder. It's a quiet night. Listen, it's Thursday. It's a great night if you want discounts. We've been seeing them all night long. I'll tell you what, $10 increments, $3,500 is verifying before you give me an open. Let's make this a little bit more of an adventure. I appreciate the pioneering spirit and the adventurous side that this gentleman has, and just kind of right now invoking the sense of adventure that he has. I'm going to go a little adventurous on this one, and we're going to give you a better, bigger savings by lowering the open from 35 to 34 to 33. I have been waiting so long, and I couldn't even say anything to promote it because I wasn't sure we were ever actually going to bring it out to all of you. The idea was to give him the stone back, and again, not actually give it to a museum like was planned, but give it perhaps back to him. There's been such a demand for this size. We really wanted to show you one of our best. I love pieces that have a history and a story and meaning behind them. I think that's where else, when you, even if you go spend a couple $100,000 on a piece of jewelry, do you oftentimes know the history of how it was made, why it was made, where it came from, who it came from? We can all go out and spend enormous amounts of money on jewelry, but to know the backstory and the history behind your gems and behind your designs, I think is really something that you can't even put a price tag on. How about taking it lower than 33 or 32 or 31 and making this a price tag like this? I don't know if anybody's calculating the per carat right now, but it's most of my blue wings in the recent months have been $800 to $900 a carat on this show. You've all seen it. This is not $3,100 to open. We're getting awfully low here, and now we need your calls. And I know we're verifying at 35, or well, they don't even need to put 35 in anymore. We're going to go $3,000 to get this started. I know it's a $99.99 ring. I get that. It should be more because of the pink diamonds. We are taking that $680. Remember, it's a very wearable $680. It's an oval. That's, by my calculation, like $440 a carat. That is not normal for Museum Reserve, not especially a stone that has a rich history and was singled out as the miner's choice. That was up to him. That was for him to choose. He obviously loves a classic like an oval. He loves the idea of someone who takes the rough material and goes to get it cut. He's always said jokingly, I only want ovals. Because when you go in, because think about it, can you imagine? I think you guys probably have an idea of what I'm about to share. As a miner, when you work so hard to mine the precious rough material, the last thing you want to do is see any of that rough wasted. And we know that the oval maximizes. It's the single cut that is going to be, and I don't mean single facet, I mean it is the one and only cut of all of them. Think of all the classic cuts there are. Emerald cut, Asher, cushion cut, square, trillion, round. The oval is the one that really takes the rough, whatever that size of rough may be, larger or smaller, and really maximizes it. Gives you the most payoff for whatever that rough material is. So to have a stone like this, and that's why he loves an oval. We always ask him, and we always joke about it because he always loves an oval. They're classic, but he knows that that was the way to really maximize the rough that you work so hard to bring out of the ground. It's such a process. So here we go, looking for our open. Do we have it at $3,000? We are at basically $440 a carat. If you don't include the $1,800 worth of gold, the big, beautiful diamonds that are there, pink and white, 39 points in the white diamonds, let's remember, and 18 points on the pink. So you're getting 57 points, but it keeps it classic. It keeps it wearable. It keeps it really, I love that it still gets wider. They utilize big diamonds as they get up closer to the stone and the basket work. You see how it gets a little larger? Yes. Do we have the open? We've got it? You've got it. All right, we've got the open. Congratulations and thank you. Thank you. $3,000 has been bid. There is one bidder on the lines. Oh my. And the irony is it's not the bidder that was going to open at 35 either. Wowza. That's a bit of a surprise. So, okay. Okay, here's the deal we got to make. If you have read about this miner, if you know, I know some of you have reached out and said, hey, by any chances is that miner we've read about, and a lot of you have done your research and, you know, used the World Wide Web to your advantage and have researched, and yes, it is that miner. So please, if you know his name and you've got a way to contact him via email, let's not share with him that I sold this at $3,000 potentially. Because obviously, and we're going to make it up to him in grand fashion. I think what we're going to do is probably, there is a 75 carat stone here. I think that's what we're going to do in turn, which hopefully he'll be satisfied with. So it may not be the one that he selected, but it's a really big, important prize. So I think that's where that one's going to go. Either way, that's the backstory. $3,000 we have, it is going to sell. Because we do have the open, so you know what that means. And I can't bring it back because there's no other miner's choice. There's only one. And we only have one bidder, and that's shocking. So again, it's going to go, and we're going to find out to whom, and we got to give it 2 final minutes to sell it. Yeah, in 2 minutes it's done. Sold. Could be to you. Now, if you're thinking, wait a minute, there's $3,000. I've done the math. That's way too low for a museum reserve, especially one with this history. Yes, you're right. You are correct. I went too low because I had to. It was either that or sit here all day hoping for an open. So I did. Admit, right here, right hand up. That's my right hand. I know it looks left. It's my right hand. Things are backwards on TV. My right hand is up. They should put probably Walter Schumann's book. You know, if you were in court, it would be the Bible. Here, it should be Walter Schumann's Gemstones of the World book, right? Kind of like our Bible here for gemstones and all that you ever need to know, right? I could put my right hand and really vow to you right now that this very stone, that's too cheap for the stone by itself. And we're about to sell it in about 2 minutes time. So this is it. Do you want to be a part of this really highly collectible, one of its kind, amazing stone? It could be yours. It's not over yet. Now it will be in a couple minutes, but we have, and again, this calculation is 440 a carat. I think it's 441 if my math is right. 441. That's not something we've seen all that often. And usually it's just, oh yeah, just VS white diamonds. Here you're getting the pink diamonds and the white diamonds together. That is significant and important. The band is significant and important. It's got a great feel and size. If you want to add a little more and you've got wonder rings, they pair up beautifully. I don't think it needs it at all. Are we ready for our final call? I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not putting no 2 minute clock on it yet. I think we need to look at it. I think we need to take it all in. Maybe we had somebody join us here in the last couple minutes and they're seeing it now for the first time. I am not in a position to sell this at $3,000. I mean, I know the auction is the auction. This is the risk you run when you put tiny little opens on an auction, but it's go time. You know what? Let's do it. Tony, I got to sacrifice it. Yes, questions? Back and try it on because it's probably tiny, right? No, it's not tiny at all. Here's the back of it. So there you can see where the rose gold meets the white gold as we've shown you here. The rose gold basket, the beautiful heart-shaped scroll detail in the side profile, the pink diamonds. That's also going to be set in rose. It does stay as is, so the only thing we need to know from you is your ring size. That is it. Red flashes every which way. Here it is on the hand, and then once I put that back down, we're going to get that 2 minute clock queued up and ready to go, and it's going to be last call for this amazing blue wing block D, and it's classic. And again, you get the beautiful size, the great red flashes that are there, which, yes, will become more prominent when you see it in real life in person. And now we are in 40 minutes left in the show. If I had a 40-minute clock, I would do it. If I could do a 40-minute final clock and let this thing run till the end of the night, we got to be up closer to $99.99, guys. I'm going to take this on over to the host shot here, Tony, and keep it. And I don't mean literally keep it as my own, but oh, would I like to? Every single blue wing I've ever fallen in love with is out of here. Sold. It's gone. I don't think I'll ever get one. And the way they're going, look at that. I've even sold my own choice. There was Lauren's choice up there a few weeks ago, and it was beautiful. It's gone. Long gone. So again, these are the pieces to own. These are the pieces to get, and yet it's so it's really that classic wearable. It's not that one that's crazy out there wild, but we did give you that opportunity to add some very important diamonds to it. So the pink diamonds are everything here. We've got $3,000. It will sell. Yes, we will give it a final clock here. You got to understand, low going too low. There's sometimes when I like to go low, but I'm also, I do value my career. And it's only been 24 years running, and I'm really concerned that it's in danger right now. Very much. Very much. So here's what I'll do. $3,000, here's your last call. It's 10 bucks. So again, and you have a money back guarantee once it gets home. So I would say if you're thinking about it, think no longer, start dialing. Start dialing in now. This is not going to stay here. And we have literally now 2 minutes ticking down. When the clock hits 0, it's going to be sold and done and gone. And there's nothing I can do to bring it back. At least not in that quality. And why would you go spend more to get less? Why spend more? Because most Tanzanites right now are between $1,500 and $3,000 per carat on much, much lower quality material. We got 90 seconds running up here. So 90 seconds. It's really ticking down. So you got to really act quickly now at this call. I mean, we really do. We have a big delay with the broadcast and the phone lines. That's why we have to give you 2 minutes. It's always advised to dial in at the very start of that clock if you do want to give yourself a chance to actually get in time. This is an important value. It's a great piece. The reds are they're dominating. They are dominating this piece. The colors are on point. The saturation of the neon is there. It's just that extra little added element. Pink diamonds are wildly exotic and very expensive normally as a result. And look what we have. Pink diamonds added in, big ones too, matched. They even graduate. That's another thing that is really, they get a little bit larger. So you've got these really cool stones here on the sides, and we have got 3,000. Nothing more, one bidder. Wowza. This is not what I expected, and we have 35 minutes until tonight is done. So I'm going to have to figure out something crazy to do after this. Jason, are you thinking about this one and verifying? Anybody else on this one? No. 30 seconds remaining. That's it. We got a last call. It's happening now. My goodness. Don't ever reveal to him. If you ever see him at a symposium, if you hear him, if you get if you ever see him mentioned in an article online, oh my goodness, this is something I did not see coming. 12 seconds remaining. It looks like it's going to be done and gone in 3. And Jason, you're not on this one? $3,000 once, twice. It's sold. Congratulations. And this is officially my retirement show. You just, It's been lovely, guys. It's been lovely. Congratulations on that one. Well done. Let's go ahead and move on, guys. We got a very, very special piece coming up on the way. Hey, our Diamonds by the Yard is here for anybody. It is a little more money than it used to be. The 202. The 202 is here. The 202, if you've ever wanted the 202 DB2Y, you'll have to let me know. I'm not going to present it unless I know you want to see it. It's $19.99. It's a little more than it used to be, but again, still a lot less than it would be in retail for VS Diamonds. So keep that in mind. And then I've got a really cool mandarin here for you. I know we're talking about another stone that is also very, very, very exceedingly rare. Let's take a look at this one together. And then Jason, what'd you pick up over there or anything else request-wise? Okay, because we're taking requests here for the next 30 minutes. We got 35 minutes till we are finished with our Thursday night, wrapping it up. So this is the brightest mandarin I can deliver. Look at that quality. How about that? It looks like if you touched it, it might actually be hot. Like it really is a crazy neon glow. That is, okay, what is with tonight? We have the color change spine that is the best I've ever seen, which is still here, by the way. At least I did not hear it sold. That is a color change spine that was our best ever. I'll show it if you missed it. If you joined us at 7, like a lot of people still join us at 7, so for a lot of you, it's a 1-hour show now. Please try to join us as early as you can because we do still have 3 big jam-packed hours. But if you normally join us at 7, you missed this. This is a spine. I still can't get over this. That spine is here for $19.99, and it needs polishing. But let me go ahead and show you now what I think is just we're looking like on display here. It's like a parade of the best of the best. That mandarin is bright as can be. Totally neon. Item number is 1128181. Oh, hello, wow. That is amazing. Okay, so we need a discount, right? We've been doing it all night. 8181 is the number. It's a carat 40. It's our private collection mandarin garnet. It does have a 101 diamond weight around it. Yes, we're going to recap the spine and anything else that's still available from this show. I know a lot of pieces have gone since they were originally presented. We will do a last call recap. This is the 140. Here's the 101 in diamonds. Let's show you the finishing on this one. Because again, that signature style, no matter if it's the smaller, medium, or large, this is the medium version we do. It's always finished on the inside. As you see there, we can do any gold, so don't feel like you're obligated to keep it as the way it is in yellow. You can have white or rose, but that mandarin, juicy, it looks just, I mean, we think about mandarin oranges. They have that very, you know, they're more neon, like you can have a Valencia orange. I was a Valencia orange, by the way, in elementary school. I went to a school called Valencia Elementary. We were the oranges. And so, I know, very intimidating. It's a good thing that, you know, there was no like CIF championship for dodgeball that year in 5th grade because the oranges were not going to be intimidating. But it'd be a sticky situation, that's for sure. It's definitely one of those that you think mandarin oranges, like the little ones that go on salads. And that's where it's brighter. It's a lot brighter neon. That's exactly what you're seeing here. And there are different levels. There are some that are really brown and some that are really yellow and some that are a little too reddish brown. This is really what you look for ideals. You want that neon, that vibrance. That's what this has. We'll try it on for you. We'll get you great value and we'll just blow it out real quick. $69.99. Now the first time we've seen that price tag here tonight. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And what a beauty it is. Isn't that stunning? Bright as can be mandarin. Look at the diamonds all the way around. And then yes, really giving you a nice, bold, arc of diamonds paved on the side. Look at that shine. It looks like it's sparkling like an orange diamond. And I tell you this all the time. I've had orange diamonds here. They're usually far more brown. They don't actually give you as much liveliness as a really good mandarin does. So you've hit the real jackpot when it comes to these bright, juicy stones like this. And it's going to be $1,999 instead. And who is shopping with you, Jess?
That was Linda.
Hi, Linda. Where's she calling us from? Thank you. Hi, Linda in Georgia. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am going to bring out a very big platinum opal piece coming up, really big. We got, oh, and the spine is coming back out too, unless it's already gone, but I don't think it is. I do have the color change diaspora pendant, so we got to show you that. And then anything else, like I said, if you want to see the 202 presented, it's our 202 largest diamonds by the yard we do. It is here, so we can show you. It's back in stock. It is available. So that one is here. It's one of our all-time bestsellers. So in necklaces, it actually is the all-time bestseller in necklaces that we do. Here's the diaspora pendant. Well, we have definitely got to take a good look at that one. The mandarin's $19.99. Here we go with the diaspora. I just want to flash this too. There is a big Paraiba. It's almost 20 carats. Wow. That you don't expect to see too often. And it's bright green. Hello. Hi, Neon. That's Neon. Neon at TVON. Isn't that ironic that really at TVON we do the best neon stones, whether it's Mahenge, Paraiba, Blue Wing Black D Tanzanites. That is a 19.5. Wow, that's crazy. Just want to show it to you. It's a little pricey, but you know, it's a 19.5 carat Paraiba. I haven't had one of these in, oh yeah, the 16 karat blue green we had way back in the day, about 8 years ago. It's in a museum currently. It's no longer ours to show you. Eventually it'll be back, but it's I think there for a couple more years. There was a 16 karat once upon a time. It was over $100,000. This one's not. The good news is it's 1126549. Keeping with the neon theme here with our mandarin and our blue wings, they all are different colors, but they all have the ability to glow under a lower light. So very important. This is a really cool pear shape. It's a shorter pear than usual. So you see it's got more of the shorter stature to it, not super elongated. So it's almost like having a trillion or even a round, but it's got 3 sides. So it's 18 karat gold. It's a 1948 pear shape green Paraiba. So it's got a lot of copper content to it. Then it also has a really fabulous, it's they call it a kite cut. It's actually a rhombus cut. Kite cuts actually have different length sides to it. This is all the same side, so it's actually a it's a rhombus cut 79 pointer. So that's a very, very, very no, Tracy, of course not. No. I can't take people's jewelry away from them. No, but you're very kind, Tracy. You're very sweet. Oh, I love that. I love that. And I love that you love the ovals too, because when you get the right depth of color in those ovals, they work, don't they? Anyway, we're still talking about the Tanzanite. We shouldn't because it's sold, but here's our neon green. Actually, this one's going to be, why is this under 50,000? 49,999. I'm going a lot lower than that for you. Come on in. We have a collectible here for somebody who wants a deal. This is what it looks like from a distance. You ever seen a 20-carat Paraiba? It's not often they come around. Look at that. Gorgeous, isn't it? Wow. And look at the colors. Because, yeah, bright scintillating greens. All those bright, almost golden flashes almost. What do you think? And then that big, important half-carat, or actually nearly 80-point diamond, excuse me. Big diamond. And then here's your length, top to bottom. Yowza, you don't see many 79-point diamond bales. 1.25 inch top to bottom. We'll show it to you on the neckline as well. Why not? Show it to you from a distance away and get you a look at that neon and just kind of give you an idea of what it's going to look like from afar. Oh, yes, yes, yes. And it's under $20,000. Sure is. Under $20,000. We just took 30 grand off, blowing it out. We're going to go back up close for you. Still got some requests I hear coming in, so they're waiting until the last 30 minutes. We're there, so we'll get all those requests in. Take a moment and let me know if you want to see anything again presented as a recap as well. We'll be happy to do that, but this one's going to be under 15. Uh-oh. Now we've gone under $1,000 a carat with a big diamond for free in a gorgeous setting style, and it's not going to be 15 or 14 or even $13,000. It's $12,999 on our big, largest of the Paraiba collection for sure. 1948 carat weight on that very unique pear-shaped cut, and that is $12,999. So one caller takes it. Wow, what a collectible that is. Build your own museum. Some people say build your own rainbow. I say build your own museum. That is what you can do. And quite frankly, that could be a museum of one piece, all that's needed. That is the cornerstone. That is the headliner. That is the marquee. It is everything. The best of the best. Okay, next up, we're going to get to that diaspora pendant I promised. It is 1127736. I just had to show you that Paraiba. Breathtaking doesn't even begin to describe the neons coming through. Now here's another pendant. This one's also very exotic. It's a color changing diaspora. It's got this spearheaded design where it's going to be top point as your bail. It's 1127736. It's a diaspora with even blue colors. I really appreciate the aquas coming through on our 537 elongated cushion cut. Diamonds at the top, diamonds on the sides. Interesting design with the 24 points in the diamonds there. Yellow gold is how it stays. One collectible piece, one gorgeous design. And here's what it looks like from a distance. And by the way, the entire top part from the top tip to the stone is all bail. So that means from here to here. So that means you can use your larger chains with it as well. Feel free to do that and you'll love it. So if you want to put a little larger, more substantial DBTY Omega chain with it, you can. Or go with your classics as well, but it's all bail where you see the diamonds. Here's the length. It's going to be top to bottom, 1 inch. We'll take a look at it over on the neckline, and most importantly, give you that big blowout value. And it's amazing how every time it's in a different light, it'll shift. And it's a color change, so technically when you go into a different light source, not just outdoor to indoor, fluorescent to UV, but if you were to go into all a UV environment, it's going to go to pinky purple. It's like a mauve tone. Think of it like a mauve. Some people say mauve. I say mauve. I don't know which is really. I think they're both okay to say. But it turns to this pinky purple mauve. So almost plum-like. It is beautiful. 537 in the diaspora. That is going to be one only. And we'll blow it out from $39.99. Bring it on down. That's a one-source color-changing phenomenal stone. And it's going to be a $13.99 price tag right now. So from 4 to under 14. All happening for one caller, and that stays just as it is. So you got the yellow gold, you've got the great stone, and that one is one for the ages. All right, our diasporas are crazy cool, aren't they? And then I want to recap that spine. Speaking of other color change stones, the spine is still here, right? The big, bright, greatest one we've had. And then we also have a big opal coming your way. And if anybody needs to see the 202 DBTY, let me know. There's also a big yellow diamond here. So also just on a discount tonight is the big yellow diamond we have. It's a 204. So for anybody who is, oh my goodness, that color is everything. For anybody who is considering the 3 carat that is still here for 18,888, here is a 2 carat 04 that will not be. So I've had a couple of you already say today, I'd love that 3 carat, but it's just a little bit out of my price range. That is why I'm bringing out the 2 carat 04, still extremely substantial in the world of diamonds, even white diamonds. This is not a white diamond, it is a natural yellow diamond, so far more important. It's 112-4508, and it's lovely. Square cushion, almost looks like a round, highlighting it with yellow diamonds surrounding it there. Halo is going to be 25 points, and then you get the white diamonds. Ooh, look at that. That's a really big one, by the way, they added on the sides here. And then you see all the halo, all larger white diamonds. That's going to be 141. Wow. And almost like a trillion made up of those 3 round brilliants on the sides. So just to give it a little point, really what that does too is it kind of masks the band. You're not seeing empty band when you look at it on the hand. It's actually going to be really filling it up with diamonds as far as the eye can see side to side. So all grand total, $370, $29,999 ring. But that's not your price. Making it so much better. Oh, this value is everything. I was mentioning, and we've talked a lot about 1 carats, what the 1 carat yellows have been doing in the wholesale world just between Tucson show. The Tucson show in February happens it's once a year. It's an annual show. It happens in Tucson in Arizona in February of every year, usually first week of February. They moved it this year a little bit further back. But it was February is when the Tucson show happens. It's our largest domestic gem trade show. The next big show is in Hong Kong only 1 month later, and that's in Hong Kong. That happens 4 times a year though, so you hear Hong Kong a lot because they do them quarterly. Well, this is where we saw the 1 carats increase from 12,000 to 18,000 in 1 month. What would you think is happening on a 2 carat? This is the 2 carat 04. They're going up wildly in price. Let me know if you'd like it. We're bringing it down. And I think for anybody who's thinking about a 3 carat, there's only so low a 3 carat diamond's going to go. Here's where you get, and I'll tell you, you get in a 3 carat or bigger look and watch this on the hand, because with that halo being a match surrounding it, this is what happens. When you see it on the hand, it presents to the eye like a 4 carat, really. If you're looking at the totality of those yellows, it's really looking like a 4. You get it tonight for under $10,000, and we are taking our yellow diamonds in completed, remarkable mountings in solid gold. Less than even $99.99 for our 2 carat 04. And remember, it is natural. This is not lab grown, and it's not even a natural stone that is treated to get the yellow color. It's just yellow. All of that happened naturally. All we do is facet it. We facet and polish the stone. It came out of the ground, that color, with that remarkable clarity, yes? Of course I can. I was actually going to present it next as a recap, but I can try it on right now for you, Mary. Mary's thinking about the Spine, the radiant cut color change. So let me just pop that on my hand again. So maybe you missed it earlier in the full presentation. I will show it up close as well again, Mary. This one for everybody else who's also waiting for the recap. I think this might be it. We've got a lot of questions about it right now. It probably is going in this next couple of seconds. It's 112-7805. We'll get back to our yellow diamond momentarily. Just had a inquiry about this one. It's our 102 Radiant Cut Spine. It's the brightest open color I've seen. Dispersion, yeah, we expect high dispersion. It's going above and beyond that, and it is also 53 points in diamond burnish. The band is wider. It does taper in the back, so go true to size. It's in yellow gold, white gold, or rose gold, so you're going to pick your favorite gold color. Let me show it again close up so you can see what it looks like here in the white, and that is just still one of the, I mean, I think it's the most outstanding spine I've had for you, and that's it right there. Beautiful bright color in that radiant cutting. If you think this is some kind of magical trick of TV, no, I wish TV had that ability to make everything look that bright and that dispersive, but it doesn't. It's the stone. It's not TV or cameras or lenses or filters or any kind of special effect. It's the stone and its inherent natural beauty, and it's amazing. The phenomena you can't even see yet. The phenomena is color change. And Tim, what did you pick up over there? Oh, nothing. Okay, good. That was a long conversation over there, though, Spine. Right? So were they inquiring about anything or thinking about anything? Okay, just a long conversation about gems. Sounds good. This is 1999, white, yellow, or rose gold. It's, what could I say that the stone is not already saying? What possibly in my hopefully expansive vocabulary, what could I possibly say that this stone is not showing you in silence? Any questions about it? It's still here? Oh, okay. So back to our yellow diamond we go. Thank you so much. Here we go. Back to the 204. So we left off at $99.99. And now it's not. We got to go lower. Got to go lower. This is the time of night when everybody's going to be making the decisions on what would you like to have in your collection from this 3-hour extravaganza. Well, here's our 204 cushion cut square. There's an immediate halo of yellow diamonds right next to it. It's also got the white diamonds around that. 370 is a just overall tremendous diamond weight. And we're going to make it a whole lot easier than even $8,999. It's really tough to deny this being one of the greatest values we have. And we have thousands of items. I get that. We bring every one of them at a value. I get that. It's really sometimes tough to really differentiate between one value and another. But this 204 is where it's at. And with the world of yellow diamonds going in the direction it is, I just should mention this because it's my job and my journalistic roots tell me I should keep you informed and knowledgeable as long as you don't hold this against us, because it is not our doing. And this is not a political statement. But there were tariffs put into effect today on gems and jewelry that come from around the world. Unfortunately, most gems and diamonds do not come from the US of A, which is where we live and where probably you live and where we operate our business. So in order to bring gems, diamonds, gold in, not only is it more pricey than it's ever been before, but there are now essentially taxes that make it more expensive than ever before. That, I don't know what that means, because we're just, again, this is all new information, but it is something you should be aware of. But that does not apply here, because this did not come into our country today on an airplane. We did not have to pay a 25% or 40% tax, depending on if it's diamonds or gemstones. Obviously, this is where you get a discount beyond what we've ever seen. So again, this is a major, major, major value already. And please allow me to take it even lower to save you even more, to make you hopefully feel confident that there is no better yellow diamond value out there than what I'm doing right now. And it's not going to be 89, 88, 87, 86, 85, 99. This is go time. Let's make it $8,499. It can't go any lower. It can go higher. But if you'll forgive me, I don't want to make the prices higher. That just makes my job harder. I'm going to make, and it makes you guys not want to shop for jewelry as much because it costs more. This doesn't. We took it down. We made it lower. We made it better. And that's not something you see anybody else doing. And yet here it is, $8,499. I'm going to see who's got it. We have got 60 seconds with that one. And then I have a request on some opal drop earrings. Confidence, we'll bring them out for you. They're coming up. We do have a drop pair of earrings for you in crystal opals on the way, and there's only one pair. It's most everything we do are one-onlys. You're looking at another one right here. Probably the most obvious statement I can make. There's no assembly line pumping out little carbon cutouts of 204 yellow diamonds where there's a whole bunch of them coming through and they just boom, pop up, pop up, pop up. And with the price tags that they're going, again, you know what's happening in the world of diamonds, you know what's happening in the world of gold. I am absolutely terrified of what's going on because, again, it's something we've never encountered. And this is where, again, you don't have to deal with any of that. And isn't that nice? Because everyone else does. We, as our own manufacturer, determine and dictate, and we don't have 8 middlemen to answer to. Sometimes it's usually on average about 8 different steps that a piece goes through, from gemstones loose to completion of your jewelry piece to you, the consumer. There's usually on average about 8 different people or organizations or companies that goes through, on average 8. Each and every one of those 8 steps along the way are getting paid by you, the consumer. We don't do that. Talk about cutting out the middleman. Well, we don't actually have to, there is no middleman. It's just us. It's us and you. Direct doesn't even begin to describe it. There's nobody else that does jewelry like this, that makes it like we do, that offers stones that are from our own collection. So you're not paying market value. You're not even actually paying wholesale. You're getting a better value than wholesale. And that's something that I think that a lot of people in this world would love nothing more than to be able to shop a diamond at a wholesale price. But very few have that privilege. We are getting you a better value than wholesale. So it is a time to pick them up. And I speak for all of our yellow diamonds, not just this 204. I did bring you a 302 earlier as well. That is 18,888, which is being considered as we speak, by the way. So I don't think the 204 or the 3 carat 02, I don't think either are going to last the show. And here's our opal earring. I want to get to these requests before we're running out of time here, because we only got about 13 minutes left in the entire show. Here's what the opal earrings look like. And again, they're drop earrings. They are crystal opals. So if you were looking for a stud, unfortunately no crystal opal studs at this moment, but we do have these really gorgeous drops for you that are actually like a mobile style, and that the stone is nested among the diamonds on the edge. It is item number 1118946, and there are 2 carats. So nice even split there, 1 carat and 1 carat, but they obviously do look bigger than that, as opals always do. You get the drop here. The length of the opal earring is going to be 1 1/4 just about. So 1 1/4 inches in the drop, post and butterfly back, which you see there. All of that incredible color. Do you notice as I move them, you're seeing more color in the reds, the pinks? Every time they shift, how about that left side? Now you're seeing blues and purples from the left. It's really, they are crystal opals at their best, and obviously not exactly the friendliest light for them either still, even on the hand here. Pear shape to start, drop then, and then all that detailed design around it. It's like, think of it like a floating halo. There is still independent movement, so I do want to show you here that one piece is independent from the other. So you've got a little O-ring that attaches the opal drop, but they're never going to turn or twist and face backwards. They're always going to face up front, and then they sit and move within this oval style that's all articulated. Those are, whoa, marked down from $25.99. Got them way lower than that. They're $9.99 tonight. One caller takes them. There is only one pair, so that's what you will get. I'm going to show them up close here as well. Here's what they look like for a little idea of, again, I know these opals are always a struggle, but look at that. Just as they move here, what a fun, I would love one of those in a ring, and yet you're getting 2. And obviously no 2 stones are exactly alike in opals, but it's really fun that they coordinate like they do. And look at all those beautiful diamonds. And I just love that. I know this isn't the best, most organized look at them, but it does give you, I love the movement, so you can see what you're getting there from those opals. And then you do have that top pear shape point as well. So $9.99 only. And then again, 1 1/4 inch in the drop. They do, it doesn't look like they have to stay in the yellow, but there's actually a 2-tone. So there's actually a little white rhodium right where the diamonds are set. So you're getting a little 2-tone element from those. And here they are again against the hand, as you see there. So that beautiful match pair of earrings, coordinated crystal opals with, there's a translucency about them, so essentially you can see through them, but that's where you get all that amazing color. And again, I know they don't love to sit in these tweezers here, so they may look a little uneven, but that's just because the tweezers are a little bit uneven. But again, $9.99. So there they are, 1 pair only, 1 1/4 inch. I think you just keep them the way they are. Post and butterfly back. You're going to get that nice oversized butterfly backing with it. And then we'll see who's got them, $9.99. Last call, 10 minutes now in the show, and then we'll see you tomorrow night. Oh, thank you. The opal earrings are gone. Tim, unless you took that beautiful yellow diamond, I'm going to put that back up. That is here. So just a little revisit. Wanted to get that request in, and they are gone. Congratulations and thank you. All right. So next up, we got our last call on the show. It's a big, big Thursday night coming to an end. We got literally 9.5 minutes remaining with you. I'm going to show you a very important, and I mean extremely important opal. This is flashed it earlier. Great looking stone. It's our platinum piece. 7950 is the item number. Here we go. Okay, this has got blues and greens at the most luxe level, but there's an aqua. I love when we get the blues and the greens that have a turquoisey aqua blue with it, and that's what you're seeing here, and the big old double halo. Item number is 112-7950. Don't forget to call in the 2 carat 04 yellow diamond. That one will not last the show. We got a big blowout wheel here for the end. It's not over. We have 9 minutes. I want to show you this opal first. Platinum 196 on that center. Beautiful lightning ridge, natural through and through. 269 though is your diamond weight. We saw an orchid ring with 213. Now we're upping the ante on the diamond mounting. 269 here. In diamonds overall, brand new piece tonight. And look at that opal. Lightning Ridge, best of the best here. What a stone. Let me show it on the hand for you. We'll get your big blowout. Then we have a wheel of blowouts for the end grand finale of our Thursday night. Let us know if you have any requests to recap anything. We are still taking recap requests, but look at that. This one will be, blow it out, $99.99 should be. We're going to go lower than that and by a mile. Here's your chance to pick up one of our top opals. And I know the color looks extravagant now. It gets even better when you see it in person, and it's $4,999. And if you like the blues and the greens, stick around, because maybe you want a little less diamond weight but a little more stone. We've got it for you. Coming up, don't forget about the yellow diamond deal. The big 204, the big 302 had two of our best yellow diamonds ever here. They were in this show. Now look at this. We've got an opal here. This is our 429. So like I said, we can go bigger. Let's go. This one is one of my favorite natural patterns. I couldn't paint it any prettier. But this has got a little bit, look at that, like oceanic blues, bright greens. I love how the pattern changes. It almost looks like at some point here, it looks like, almost like a trapezic emerald pattern with the greens going through, and then the blues, and then look at the greens on the very, very side. This is 112, 47.98. It's a platinum, 429. We went bigger on the opal, lesser on the diamonds, and what a value this is gonna be. First caller steals it. I mean steals. But legally, no jail time, no parole, none of that. Just wear it, enjoy it, and feel like the king or queen of all discounts. It's going to be our platinum 429, 35 points in diamonds. Look how they're set on the sides with the pave detail, even the one bezel set on the very outside edges, the pave the rest of the way, mill grain to boot, and you want a great big stone for a tiny price? It's the end of the show. We got to make some jewelry move. This one is also listed at $99.99, the same list price of that last option I had. Oh, bye-bye, it's gonna go. We ready to say goodbye to this one? Look at the pattern, look at the colors. There's a little bit of red-orange glow that comes through that upper right-hand side. My upper left, your upper right. And it's gonna be better than even 49 where that last one was. $49.99 is wonderful. Let's take it even lower. Let's move some jewelry. We've got 6 minutes. The show is not over. Oh no, we got a lot more to show you here, and watch this discount. $1,999 done. It's going to be out of here in 30 seconds. That is wild. A 429. I know you're waiting to see it on the hand because it's going to look like an 8 carat all day long. Here it is. Stays in platinum. This one's a teeny tiny size, so I'm not going to be able to put on my ring finger, but imagine this moved over to the ring finger, the index finger, the middle finger, whatever you want to do. But look how amazing that is for $19.99. That's not sticking around. We've got 5.5 minutes to get you whatever your heart desires from our 3 hours tonight. Look at that opal go. That's a value that just cannot be repeated. 429s, look at that again up close. 429 stone looking like an 8 carat. We'll size it. Don't worry about the small size right now. Don't worry a thing. We're going to size it for you. I love the wispiness of this pattern. Those are intense, intense neon greens. The blues even light up like that. Oh, the colors all the way through. Look at that side profile. It's all the way around. You get colors from the side profile of the stone all the way around that oval. $19.99. Okay, so we've got a couple more blowouts here for the end of the show. And we're only going to get higher end. We're going to go Rubilite tourmaline. We're going to go blue-green Congo. We're going to go gold quartz. Let's bring them on out. $19.99 on the opal. You guys, I'm saving. Truly, we have 4.5 minutes. We're going to move a few things. We have got to. Look at this rubil. Oh my gosh.Maybe we just leave this on its own. Leave it up here by itself. Let this thing just show up. We can skip the Congo. We can wait till tomorrow. I got to give away jewelry. I got to give away jewelry, and we got literally 4 minutes to do it. So tell me what you want to have in your collection. Get it at home. See what it's all about. Send it back if you don't love it, because it's really that easy. Here is something that is, I had a 4 carat Rubilite the other day. It sold for 12 grand. Here's 1125395. This is bigger. It's a 561 Rubilite. It is a pear-shaped surrounded in a custom-made diamond mounting with 60 points in diamonds. It's in the white gold, it stays in the white gold, and that is another remarkably clean Rubilite where they're not supposed to be. The big opal is still here, by the way, at $19.99. I got to do some wild things here. If we're going to move jewelry in our last 3.5 minutes, wild things have to happen. You can't just look at that and see it for $12,999, and I can't expect it to go. But I can if I drop the price dramatically under cost, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. It pays to be with us at the beginning. It pays to be with us at the end, and quite frankly, every one of the minutes in between, because this is what's happening. I'm up here every single day, Monday, or actually rather Wednesday through Sunday. Sorry, Monday's the old schedule. Wednesday through Sunday, I'm up here giving away jewelry. And now we get to do it again, this time with our 561 Rubilite, the rarest of tourmalines. Only rare is Paraiba. If it's got copper content, technically it's a little more rare, but you would not see the size. So this is that beautiful kind of pinky fuchsia red raspberry color. When it's raspberry color, it's a Rubilite. So think raspberry Rubilite. Let's blow it out right now. It's a $12,999 piece. I can't do that. Not if I expect it to move. So let's make sure it goes right here and now. Call me early. Not 12,000, not 10,000, not 5,000. $49.99. I know what you're thinking. The 4 carat was 12 grand. What's she doing? I'm blowing this out right now. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Call me early. The big opal is still here, I think. We are verifying a lot of pieces here. Our phone lines are busy. Do not wait. This is not 49, 39, 29. What have I done? I am blowing out jewelry here, and we got 2 minutes left of airtime, and that's it. We'll stay online if you need us. We are busy, 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 busy. I'll make this one, forget about it, $1,999 done. $19.99. That is probably the best Rubilite value I've had in 24 years, and it's happening right now at 7:58 Pacific time on April 3rd of 2025. Here we are at $19.99 for the 561 Rubilite pair. And I'll wait, because I do not have a better value in all this inventory than where that one is. $19.99. Wow, now that's the way to go. Call me quickly. This is why you're with us live, because one of a kinds don't stick around. You can call all day, the following show. Pieces move. They really do. These are one of a kinds to take advantage of. It's a mega opportunity. We've got it for $19.99. We have 1 minute left. We're going to be counting it down. I'm going to leave that up there till it goes. If it is gone, we've got a Congolese tourmaline to show you. But hey, that's the one to get right then and now. And if anybody got the large opal, let me know. That was also here for $19.99. Was that 4 carat pluser, in that it was the 429 beautiful blues and greens and reds and oranges. Remember, these are each $1,999 for the end of our show. They're both still here at the same price. That is what you call blowouts. That's what you call just putting up price tags that are really designed to make them disappear. We're going to be here. I know you see there's 35 seconds left in the broadcast. We'll be here for a couple minutes after we go off the air. So call me now. I know we're verifying now. I don't think either will be available. I want to thank you for joining me and tuning in tonight, watching our show. And for those of you that shopped, a big special thank you and shout out to you as well. I'm back tomorrow night, 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. It's the same time as tonight in the same place. We'll be back for a Friday night live with you. So I hope you'll join me. Yes, Club TVON will be commencing. We will open the velvet ropes at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. So please join me. It's going to be a ton of fun, and it's a big special Friday, and I'll tell you why. So thanks everybody so much. I'm Lauren Blair from all of us at TVON. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow night at 5. Rubilite gone. Thank you.